connect successful. I think I'm good now.
Okay.
Reinvite me.
Oh, yep. Let me just change scenes real quick.
Mine has the same. Why? How come every time you're live, it always tells me that your thing is censored?
I don't know.
Reinvite me.
I did.
It didn't pop. Oh, there
Let
we
me go. I'm clearing out the ads I get for you going live.
Yeah. I don't know why my Wi-Fi suddenly crashed.
No, that's fine. Dude, mine suddenly crashed.
Let's go twinning.
I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if I got upset.
If it
And
does
also
it again,
kind of a bit of a dick.
it might be because of my weather here, because it was storming earlier and it's raining again.
Fair.
Like it was bad earlier.
Oh man, I miss the storm.
I don't.
Oh, hey, Link. So many loading things in, but they're also so pretty.
It's so pretty, but also my frames.
My frames, but pretty.
My frames.
This game is so heavy.
It really is. Like certain areas are perfectly fine, and then. Oh my god! I can't wait for the boss battle. That's about to occur.
Oh fuck.
I knew it.
Oh!
Oh! I immediately died. It's a one-shot kill.
Oh fuck. No, I died.
Where is it coming from? Oh.
Oh!
Oh!
Do not jump off the...
Oh! Oh, I'm gonna perish.
Middle. Well.
Hi, Aggie.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
Hey, bud. Hey.
Is it over?
Probably not. Yippee! Oh, I think it's kind of pissed. I think the
Maybe.
a little pissed at us, actually.
What the heck, mate? What do we do now?
Oh, we're gonna have to avoid stuff.
Yeah. Whoo! Ow!
We should do a dropper map sometime.
I'm shit at them.
That's okay.
You just want to laugh at me failing.
Well, I'm also not too good at droppers.
We should do something like help me with fighting because I suck at fighting in Minecraft.
I also suck at fighting at Minecraft.
We should do something so we can get better at it together.
Yeah.
Maybe Bed Wars or something?
Yeah, we can try to do Bed Wars sometime. Oh. Said the other player has left the session. So that time that was you.
My Wi-Fi died this time.
Let's go. Taking turns.
Hey.
Hey, baby.
My Wi-Fi says it's good right now.
It might just be, it might be what happened last time, like when we were doing that boss battle in the dungeon where it just kept disconnecting me.
Well, let's try this and see.
We'll try it again.
I'm loading in. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember last time with the dungeon crawl map, it wasn't a Wi-Fi issue. It was just for some reason every time we got to the one guy, it would
It got better the time after.
It did. So if it crashes again, we can try relaunching the game maybe.
Yeah, I think that might help.
So we'll give it another go. If it doesn't, then we'll quick swap to like a just chatting thing and then restart the game.
Chat can know about our brain rot.
Oh my god. Me when I yap like a yapper. We're gonna have to do this whole bit again though.
Oh no. Okay, at least it's not the dodging, it's just a dropper.
Yeah. Dropper was
I think it probably feels the dodging. Okay.
It takes two, my beloved. Why are you so beefy?
I don't know, but it's so fun to play.
It's so fun, but you're so beefy.
I love how it became kind of a every week thing we started doing with it too.
Yeah, it's really fun. I enjoy playing games like this with friends.
That's why That's why I really want to get Nightingale with you. It is steampunk and Fey Wild.
Yeah.
Tell me that isn't kind of our vibes.
Oh, it's okay. It is kind of our vibe, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it seems like we're good.
How does this make you think of the Mega Flowey fight? I don't see it.
I think it's because he kept, Omega Flower keeps resetting the file and, like, changing aspects of it.
Clock tower.
I guess I can see it.
Oh, what the
Listen,
hell?
I
Oh, what are we supposed to do? Oh,
Dodge, I
dodge.
think.
Okay. Oh, are we supposed to break the clocks? Oh, God.
Oh. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, this time loop is cool as fuck.
It's
Come on,
very
come on, on the
neat.
clock.
But yeah, I definitely get the Omega Flowy vibes with it.
Yeah, especially here. I can see that.
Constantly restarting it.
Honestly, I kind of love those kind of vibes, the constantly restarting. Oh, shit.
I think we just got nuked.
And that's the end of the game, chat.
Alright,
That's the end
game
of the game.
over. This is the divorce.
Death. Oh, wait, never mind, I guess.
Womp womp. Oh god.
Are you okay?
Oh, this is trippy.
You doing this? Yeah. Well, I'm trying my best. I just don't know how long I can hold it for.
Okay, I don't know.
Rewind it.
I'll make my way over to the clock tower.
Bring it back over, because that one piece was near me and I can jump on it. Stop. Oh god. Will it let me? What is going on? Okay, there we go. For some reason that was weird. No! Fuck!
I think you
I
missed.
should have got more towards the edge. Yeah. Oh, what?
Oh, it registered.
Did it get... Oh, okay. Throw it back now.
Throw it back now, y'all. What hop this time?
And this time. 2 hops.
I get it. Cool.
Okay.
Go.
Let me see what I jump on
I
next.
think I'm bringing you back.
Maybe? Oh, yep. Okay. Oh!
Ooh.
Rewind. There. Set up below 4. Stop. Okay.
That's as close as I can get you. I think you have to jump down, maybe?
Up. Yeah. Oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. That's...
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
guess not.
It killed me, like, immediately.
Do I pull you back then?
Maybe?
Oh. Turn.
Oh!
Okay.
Hurry, man.
Okay.
This is getting tough.
This is...
You're doing great, Cody. I'm almost there.
Oh.
far
That thing's...
forward.
I-
Is there anything?
Ah. Here.
over there?
Stop. Okay. Oh. Okay. Whee. Oh, go back. Okay, come on.
Supposed to bring you forward or back with it?
Oh,
There
forward.
we go.
Okay, we did it.
Cody, come on.
What do you mean, come on? Oh,
More.
that's...
Take this.
Oh, damn. I'm just based, I guess. I didn't have to do all that parkour. I just immediately was fine.
I suck at work robot.
Oh.
F. And this really feels like the end of the world situation. Oh, war. War.
War.
I've had enough of you, Clop.
War. So like, they're definitely tripping on some fucking gnarly ass drugs, right?
Well, we're asleep technically, I guess, in the real world, so they're having dreams, I guess. This is all a dream, essentially.
Oh, I hate those kind of storylines where it
But
ends with,
also-
no, it's all the dream.
Well, but also not, because we did interact with the real world. We did interact with
Wait, shit, you're
Rose.
right. So we're just on drugs.
Well, no, I think we're asleep. So for us, this is like a dream thing, but also it's also reality at the same time.
Oh, him.
Ship is now more in sync.
Him.
Huh? Tell me you feel it. Come on. Tell me you feel it, huh? Huh?
I hate him.
He's so aggressive.
You gonna keep up
He
to
is.
bargain, Mr. Book of Truth?
He's the type of guy I'd immediately try to get a restraining order on.
Wanna go?
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay. You like it? Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Why did you do that, Cody? What the fuck,
He's
Cody?
so silly. Cody's so silly. He's got
And then
the
our kid looks over and is like,
MG's
huh.
head.
That was all inside of that one clock.
They fixed it.
Mom, it's working.
Hmm.
Our cuckoo clock is working again.
Somehow, even though
Your mom is
everything inside
obviously
it
a
exploded.
Your mom is obviously a. Oh no, sweetie. Sweetie.
Honey,
Sweetie, no,
please be
sweetie.
careful. Honey, please be careful.
Sweetie.
This will make Mom happy.
How did that one singular nail hold up that thick ass
That
wooden
is a-
fine cuckoo
That
clock?
is a strong fucking nail.
That is a safety
That is
hazard.
the buffest nail I've ever seen in my entire life.
That was the nail that held Atsis together.
That nail is carrying the weight of the world on it right now.
Oh god, this chair again.
Piece number one. Numero uno.
One.
3 pieces to go. Are you ready for
Holy
piece number two?
shit. I feel like we're gonna be playing this for a while.
Now. Good. Ah.
Yeah, it's
What
a
else
long
besides
game.
love makes couples stay
I'm not
together?
arguing, but damn.
Kids.
No.
Porridge.
Attraction.
Kids.
Ta-da! It pulls people together.
We don't need attraction. We're getting divorced.
Yeah, same move.
Ah, that's because you lost it. But don't worry. I'll help you find attraction again.
You want me to have sex? Curator, I think the book wants us to hook up.
What are you doing?
No,
You don't like
not
it?
happening.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not interested.
Entitled to your own opinion.
Thank God.
I love how he told is like attraction. Stares at me being arrow ace.
Stares at me being demi-romantic.
Yeah.
It's like at least a 3-year wait list.
It's never gonna happen. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month!
I'm so sad. Pride Month is almost
Like a
over.
man,
It is almost
But
over.
you need both poles. No.
Pride Month went by too
That's
fast.
when we have to return to the Aether. We send once Pride Month is over, you know.
This magnet help you rediscover the attraction you once felt for each other. Yeah! One is plus, one is minus.
That's not how it works. A magnet always has both poles.
Not these magnets. Come
No.
on. Oh. Hey, bye-bye. What the? Hey, where'd he go? What?
Hey, why does this place look so familiar?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hey, you recognize that mountain?
Yes! This is where we had our first skiing trip together.
Oh my God, ice ski.
Aw. I've never been skiing.
Oh.
Oh, we're in a snow globe.
We're stuck inside that snow globe we bought there.
get to the top of the mountain to receive your next piece of the letter.
The letter.
Wasted that trying to get there. Use your magnet powers, and the attraction will warm you up, baby. Yeah, you feel that? Mwah, 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 mwah. You just feel that warm. Mwah.
Who's gonna tell him?
What is wrong with that guy?
Who's gonna tell him that that's not possible here?
Ooh, chilly.
Yeah, let's get moving. That'll warm us up.
Yeah, and maybe we can warm up somewhere inside along the way.
Oh, I sure hope so. Oh, it's stuck.
Oh,
Oh, that's for me, I
Let
think.
me try.
Or do we both need to? Okay, I think we both need to then.
yeah.
Or not? Do we... Okay, if it's red,
I
you
think
have
it's
to do
blue.
it. If it's blue, I need to do it.
Wait. Remind me. How do these magnets work again?
Yeah.
Can you pull it now?
Colors attract, same colors repel.
There we go.
Thank you.
So, pull door.
Oh, red I can pull and you
It's-
push.
So it's no, cause it's so this is the same. So this is repel and this is attract.
No, because listen,
Yes.
I attract this one. I repel this one.
Yes, because this is
I
the
attract-
opposite.
yeah.
Because it's the
Yeah.
that's what I said, Ellie. That's
Yeah.
exactly
Oh,
what I said.
I just got confused. I'm
That's
sorry.
exactly what I said, girlie. It's okay.
Oh,
See, it's blue, so
Wait, I think you have to
fine.
jump on that one
do it.
so I can push it for you.
Yeah. Okay. And then you get
And
on
then-
it, and then I
here,
pull it.
Cody. Help me get over.
Yep. Oh fuck.
I will help you, May,
Okay,
once
I'm
you
on.
get on the board.
Different colors attract, same
What?
colors repel.
Because May said don't leave me here, so I was like, well, you gotta get on the board first, you silly goose.
Who gave Cupid drugs? I don't know, but I don't trust them.
Okay. Oh.
Can you? Oh wait, no. I'm supposed to do it. Get on.
Yeah, because
Wrong
I
magnet.
Mhm.
repel.
Different colors attract,
And
same colors
then-
repel. Nothing to it. Help me get to the other side.
And then I need to
there,
get on.
And then I push it.
Whee! No, you need to continue pushing it.
Yeah, my mouse is not holding down for some reason. There we go.
Huh.
Might be because my mouse is in fact dying, but that's okay.
Oh. So I'm surprised mine hasn't started dying yet.
Yeah, you
Oh fuck.
go. Ellie.
No. And then. Oh wait, no, go back on it for a second. I want to do something funny. Like, go near the edge. Stop near the. A little. Whee! Oh!
Bye.
I didn't know it glitched and
You
killed
killed me.
you.
You killed me. I
didn't
cannot
know it.
believe the one actively fighting against this divorce is murdered me. What the hell?
I didn't think it would kill you.
Remember our first Christmas with Rose?
You mean when all the Christmas trees were sold out?
Yeah. And we snuck into the woods and cut down one ourselves?
I thought we'd get caught for sure.
Yeah, their main problem I think is May doesn't have like any joy and whimsy in her heart sometimes, and sometimes Cody has too much joy and whimsy.
Cody's not. I'm gonna be blunt. Cody's not that mature.
Oh.
Exactly, he
those
has
things look
way too
different.
much joy and whimsy in his heart. He's he's a little
Oh.
silly.
If the attraction is
I think he is not mature enough to have a child. I'm gonna be blunt.
He is in the sense of well, he has done some responsible things. It's simply
Yeah.
she is more logic based and he's more emotion based.
It's freezing.
Mhm.
And so they clash because he doesn't like thinking just in logic and she doesn't think in just emotion, and that's where they clash a lot. Just because someone's childish doesn't mean they aren't mature enough to have kids.
Yeah, but he's just been really immature during some points, and that's what concerns me.
Well, Well, it's because during certain points, it's things he enjoys a lot, like the castle. He
Yeah.
very much seems to be a fantasy nerd.
Like me.
He seems like a D&D nerd, so obviously he's going to be less matured during portions that he very much enjoys. They're passions of his. So he's going to
Yeah.
want to enjoy those things. Similarly to how during sections May has also been like that. During portions where she needs to fix things and stuff, she very heavily fixates on those things because they're things she enjoys.
Hmm.
Simply, I think
Hello.
in this matter, you don't see them be responsible as parents because during this section, we don't need to be
They're not with their
responsible as parents. We're
And they're
just
shitty parents. Am I
they're
wrong?
they're a little bad at it.
They literally
But I
made their
think
child.
they're learning, maybe.
They celebrated their child crying.
Yeah. To be fair, that is because they thought that they were supposed to do that. To break the spell, because Cody's a little empty-headed on how to break curses. But
I think the fantasy
I
nerd would know.
I do think, I do think in some spots they probably need
What do I-
more. If that makes sense, they need to work more on things. But I think in general, I don't think they're necessarily too immature for stuff. I think they just don't know what they're doing because they've never done it
How do
before.
I get across?
I think I have to do something. Maybe? No.
Oh.
How do I...
Can you like flip it?
Is there... Oh, hang on. Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
Here, please.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hee.
Yeah, because if you look at it like that, Cody is a little immature to have a parent, but May then
I think you need to
is,
flip it again for me.
May is too closed off. May
Yeah.
doesn't care.
May can't connect to her child as
Yeah.
much, so it feels like she doesn't care. I feel
Yeah.
Cody has a tendency to be a touch too immature. I feel like I don't think either of them
He's
are
overly
were prepared to be a
emotional,
parent.
and she's too emotionally closed off.
Yeah, I don't feel like either of them were
Yeah.
prepared to be parents.
Oh,
Bluntly
no, I
saying.
don't think so. I think they fell in love and they're two very different people, and I don't think either of them are prepared at all for parenting, and neither of them know how to go about doing that. Because he is, if you look at the stuff he's done, he's good in a sense of making her happy with the stuff that he makes her and does with her. He spends time with her, and that's what a lot of kids need a lot of the time is connection. But also he's really bad at, like, you know, certain other things. Like more, probably doing more responsible based things. He probably struggles at a lot. And similarly, May doesn't spend any time with Rose, I don't think.
Like they've mentioned a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, they mentioned that May doesn't spend any time at home, essentially, and she doesn't seem to connect with the fact that she doesn't seem to connect with the fact that Rose needs connection.
There's the issue of you need to bring that over there, but you also need to cling that thing to you.
Yeah, so how am
Because this one will attract.
How am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
A cabin!
Oh, yes!
Yes, May, I see it, but I can't get us over there.
Because that's just gonna push that one away from
Is
me.
there any way
And I
you
can't.
can
Maybe let me try.
try
Give me a sec.
grabbing onto it from there?
Aha!
Yeah. Grab it.
Okay, look out.
And there we go.
Come on, May. I can't wait to warm up.
It looks familiar.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
It's the cabin
I
we
do
stayed
think,
in.
as much as I very much love this game, I don't think they've placed the right people together for
Oh,
this,
hey,
like, having
check
them
this out.
fix their
Our
divorce.
old skates here.
I
Put them on.
yeah. Sometimes people should get divorced.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not like they
I don't know
No.
don't have
why,
to
I
ever
love
talk to each other again. It's just sometimes people don't work together in the way that they need.
Our winter
Mhm.
clothes.
Oh,
Cody needs someone that'll
Yes.
balance him out, but also
awesome.
kind of
Ugh,
Let 'em-
connect
yes.
with him on an emotional level. And I think May needs
like it
someone who
here.
can work with her
Is it
schedule and
cozy
also
when we were
balance her
here?
out in the way
Yeah.
of kind of
Yeah,
get her
it's
to
just-
also do some fun
just like I
things, but
remember
also
it.
be able to regulate like she does.
You wanna
Yeah.
hang out here for a while?
I just
We should get going.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
I
come
feel
on.
like they very
Where are you
much
going?
just did not do this right.
I think they could
All right, you're
work
on.
if they had focused more on their relationship before getting a kid.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna lie, this very much gives the I had a child too early on
Yeah.
accident and I got married.
Yeah, I think they're
Really
very
miss doing this.
unprepared and they don't know what they're doing and they don't know how to communicate with each other properly, very obviously. And I think they should have focused more on their relationship a lot more before getting a kid. And probably
Yeah.
set up proper, I guess, boundaries in a sense of like how they feel and how they want to communicate.
No, I can agree with that.
Yeah. There's also the issue with May not being there is May seems to be the regulator, but she's never there, so she doesn't connect with her kid very much.
Yeah,
in the
and
sense
there's
of-
also it sounds like she's also the breadwinner of the family.
Yeah. I don't know what Cody does. I know it's mentioned he has an office, but I don't know if he
It
does
is also
anything or
mentioned
if he's
that
a
May,
stay-at-home dad.
yeah, it is mentioned that May does a lot more with the money situation though.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is also a big thing is when you are this kind of relationship of one is way more than the other and you need each other to regulate. It's very difficult when one of you
Hey,
isn't there and
Cody.
the other always is,
You remember this
because
town?
Cody
Of
Cody
course,
needs
this is
that
where we spent our
regulation.
first Christmas together.
And
Mhm.
May does provide that, but
happened
she's
here?
not there
Used to be so busy.
a lot
I
because she's
know.
super
Where
busy.
is
So it's just
Yes,
Cody doing
where
everything
are
with
they?
Rose and
This town
not having
used to
that
be like your
balance
relationship.
of
Alive
Yeah.
and
more
fun.
like logical, actual like lesson things.
But look at it now.
So
Mhm.
he's just doing all the fun stuff because, you know, he
Rose and-
likes all the fun stuff and he wants to
You
do all
need
the fun
wake it
stuff
up
with
from
her.
its winter sleep.
How are we gonna do
And he
that,
doesn't
genius?
he
There's
doesn't
ice
think
everywhere.
He's trying to be more of a
the-
friend and a parent with the kid.
Magnets
Yeah,
don't melt ice.
it's also I think
Exactly. But
definitely the
there's
case if he doesn't
town
think
right
about
there.
those things as much as
Now,
May does. He
break
seems
the
very
ice
more laid back, just in
and get your
general.
prize.
He has a lot more fun with things and seems to look much more on the this is so silly
Did he
goofy
say we had
side
to ring the
than
bells?
May does,
Yeah,
who
ring the
worries
bells
about
to break
the
the
logistics
ice.
of things
Really?
or the
Where
like
does he
how
get these
things
crazy
work.
ideas.
Come on.
Which-
let's
Yeah,
shoot the
and
town.
that's
Yeah.
one of my chat members said Cody is a failed writer. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
May is the breadwinner.
May is the breadwinner, yeah. So
I love
definitely
this.
they're good regulation for each other. It's just the fact that they don't communicate on how to regulate each other.
No, that's you.
Is that me? Yeah, alright. It's me.
And this one's me.
Yep, and then you launch yourself up.
I drop it. Okay. Pull it a bit up. I think I have to do a jumping thing.
It'll if my mouse will. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm trying to measure it right.
Oh fuck. Okay.
I think I have
Huh.
to pull it up.
Okay. Pull it up.
Here goes nothing.
I think you have to let it go.
Oh.
Like pull it back and then
Hmm.
let it go. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
What?
Okay then.
What?
I do genuinely hope these two don't stay together. I don't think this is good for either of
Unfortunately,
them.
I think they
Good
do.
job, Ash.
You got that right.
But
We
I-
did good.
I feel like this could have been a good story to
It's-
have and show that even if you do everything, you don't always stay together. I think that could have been a
Yeah.
really good thing.
And it, again, divorce in some cases isn't really a bad
Bad.
thing.
And they could.
Hang
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a case of they're good together, I think, as friends. I don't
Yeah,
think
they could-
I don't think if they divorced they would never talk to each other again, and I don't think they'd be terrible at co-parenting. It's just together they clash a lot and it's too much and it creates a hostile environment even if they do enjoy each other's company.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to go this way.
Yeah, but it could have definitely been a thing of they divorced but still work together. You can get divorced and still have a healthy relationship.
Wake it up.
Yeah.
Looks like there are 3 bell towers. Let's pick one and get started.
And it's still absolutely a lot for a kid, but
Let's
it's
see if the old
it's
hands
still you still work
Oh.
together with one another and
What the
communicate
fuck?
with your kid about it all, you know?
I got yeeted, Rose.
Oh, where did you get yeeted?
I don't know.
Where am I supposed
Hi.
to go from here?
Fuck if I know. I'm trying to come back to you.
Hang on. I don't know where I'm supposed
Hi.
to go from here. Just kind of up here. I don't think there's anywhere for me to go.
Has to be somewhere. Nope.
Where am I?
Where did you go?
I went over here. Go from here.
You're the coolest team ever.
Where the hell are we supposed to go? I don't think there's anywhere to go from
Right.
there.
We're supposed to. Oh, this tower over here.
Oh, wonder if we can use that
I
crane.
think I pull it.
Do you have to pull it or do I have to push it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do I go from here?
Oh.
Can't go
Ooh.
any higher. Let go of it. Oh, because I think I have to go over there.
Huh?
You see the direction I'm facing?
Looking
Turn.
at you.
Turn.
Oh, do you want me to pull you over there?
I think so.
Okay.
I can
What? I
hold
was
it.
not ready.
Just
Can you
a
jump
Okay.
back? Okay. So.
Pile of snowballs.
Okay, I see it.
I might throw one or two.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I had,
Get
to, I,
back
had to,
up
I had to
there.
reset my hold because I was sliding.
No.
Okay, now go. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
And then
then
you launch yourself up
push-
that way.
you
Towards
have
the
to-
tower.
You have to move me over there.
Oh. Ooh, plant fact. Rose hips. Let me pull up my doc.
Hello?
No, no, the rose hips. You plant.
I was like, hello? What? What about my hips?
No, no, the fruit, the fruit.
Look at the lights. Feels much
You can just jump
warmer
down, by the
here
way.
now.
You won't die.
POV,
Get
I
to see a little
die.
marketplace. Oh, cute.
Womp. I was hoping I would just belly flop.
It's right. That would have been great.
Okay, we have to head over this way.
Sorry, I'm getting my plant back.
Oh, I'm gonna get
Wait.
ya.
Watch out! Here it comes! Bullseye!
Gotcha.
Ah.
Sorry!
Oh fuck.
Good shot, Slowpoke.
Oh, she. Me.
Oh, well, you know, it's dangerous out here.
No. Don't you fucking dare. Bitch. Die. No. This is. God. God, I wish you lived closer so we could do this IRL. Rose, live closer to me.
No. I like where I live.
Nope.
It's nice and warm.
Fair enough. But then we can't. Do snowball fight.
I lived in the New York.
I'm like, hey, it's
cold
warm
and
here.
long
We're
enough.
hitting 100-degree weather.
Alright. Let's go. Let's go to the town.
To the next one. Yeah, we were having a little fun. It's okay. I just jumped on one of their heads.
Oh. Okay, we have to go over there.
Have you been ice skating before?
Me? I've done it once when I was much younger.
I did it once 1 year ago. I enjoyed it. We should.
Something that I've been roller skating multiple times. I rollerblade sometimes.
No, I've never been roller skating.
Really? It's
Mhm.
fun. It's kind of like ice
Huh.
skating, just with
Wonder how
wheels.
else we can get up there.
Huh.
Ah.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never been roller skating.
Yeah. It's fun.
Okay. Whee!
Whoa.
Mm.
Whoa.
The music for this is so soothing.
It is. Is this a you or me one?
Aha! I think this cannon and I will get along well.
I think it
this
was
is
a.
I think this is a you one. Oh my god! I walked off.
Whoa! Those are some slick moves, man.
I know. Fear?
Oh, I can shoot the things. I can turn to the side. I can shoot
Yeah.
the magnet things on the wall.
Oh. Huh.
And then you can jump onto the wood.
Okay. Yeah. Do that for me. Oh fuck. Almost. Let's try that again. Ah, no, I can only one jump when I'm doing that. So I need to be really high. Okay.
Alright, I'll keep shooting them like I am.
Okay. I made it.
And I think I have to do this same thing over here, question mark?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
How am I?
Oh, I think I have to.
supposed to?
I have to bring you over.
So I can get across. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Very high up. Keep the magnets coming! I don't want to fall!
Oh, no. Do not do that, May.
Jeez.
We are such a good team.
It's alright. Get it. Fire in more.
No. Bitch. Yes. Up. What the? Why isn't it letting me go? That was.
Alright.
Okay.
And then over here.
Yeah. No! No!
Oh!
There we
Free
go.
falling. Alright.
I'm gonna commit murder. Okay. Do 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 do.
Is that
Look,
a wire?
can I?
There you go.
Yes, it's just not processing for some reason.
Weird.
Hell yeah.
Words.
Oh, I didn't give the fact about rose hips.
You just said rose hips earlier. That's it. That's the fact.
Yeah, I got really excited. Okay.
Wow, this place has a great energy now.
Where is bro taking me?
Okay, rose hips.
Where am I being taken right now? I think I just got kidnapped by a bird.
Oh. Oh dear. Rose hips. They've been used in traditional medicine for anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. But rose hips can also have the side effects of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, heartburn, stomach cramps, fatigue, headache, and an inability to sleep. So like, don't just go eating them, people. But they're also a good source of vitamin C, E, and B.
I'm at the next tower. I took a bird.
Oh, shit.
The bird carried me around the entire map.
Can I get a bird? Ooh. I'm away.
Yeah.
It might take a second.
Well, while it's taking a second, I might quick go grab my bag of Hershey bars. Hang on.
Ooh, better send a pic.
Just a bag of Hershey bars.
Better send a pic. Better send a pic.
No.
Oh.
I don't have my phone
Pretty
right
please?
now.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh my god, that's the Pharaoh's wheel?
On your charger.
No, Birdie.
Okay, oh,
Wow, this is some proper machinery.
Yeah, I saw the bell tower
Hi.
up above.
Hi. No, 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 no. You need to.
What do you mean now? What?
No,
Oh! Bye! Oh. Let me... Okay, that's probably...
I don't know how.
Oh, you
many
need to
are there.
cling to that, and then I get the red for you to jump on.
Alright.
Cling.
Oh my god.
Almost there.
Right.
mouse?
Alright, there we go.
Okay.
Oh!
Shit. What else?
Get up here!
Okay, I can bring you up here.
Oh. We probably could have done that either or.
Ooh, same thing. Ooh, hang on. I gotta nudge it back a little bit. There you go.
Okay. Whee! Hey.
Hi. Meet me
Bye.
up, Scotty.
Pool. Ferris wheel.
We
Ferris
broke
wheel.
did it.
Ferris wheel. Oh shit. Ooh, wait, that's cute.
Mm.
I want to go on the Ferris wheel, Rose. Can we go on the
Hey,
Ferris
that's the
wheel?
last bell.
Rise and shine, everyone!
Hey,
Can we go on the Ferris wheel, Rose?
that gondola lift is working.
Hurry! Let's catch it together!
There's a rise down here. Can we go on the right throughs? Oh. Oh.
We cannot, in fact, ride on it, but we can do this.
We can terrorize the people. You want to terrorize innocent
Alright.
people with me?
Alright, let's go on the lift.
Okay. That's a Ferris wheel. Wait, no, I want to be in the lift with you.
I know, we have to wait for an empty one.
Okay.
Get in there.
Yay, we're in it
There we
together.
go.
Oh shit. That was a little funny. Oh wait, I'm gonna fuck with it a little. 1 second.
Oh my god.
Hi.
These poor people.
They're trying to enjoy their cute little ride and I'm just terrorizing them. Anyways.
I would also like to enjoy the cute little ride.
I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no! Rose! Please, wait, come back down! Come back down! Please!
Pull it
Please,
back! Pull it back!
Oh wait, I can do that. Yeah. Oh wait, shit, that was aggressive. Hello. Hey, Mama.
Sure.
Yay, Mama. Curator and mascot chilling. May I, Mama? Sure. Mama.
To be fair, if it was creator, they would not say yes.
No, they would not, but it's so funny.
Oh!
You gotta do
Oh
it
my
for the
God.
dick.
It launched me off way too early.
Oh.
Turtle? Out here?
I found a cannon. Gross. Someone trusted me with explosives.
I think you're terrorizing the people.
No. They're cheering. Anyways. Back to work. Hey, sexy.
Mm. Hello.
I love ice skating so much. I'm sorry. Hey.
Hi.
You spin me right round, baby,
baby,
right round. I love the way he flops over.
Look at all those funny people.
Don't
You made it.
don't call these people
My
funny.
ears are
That's
still
rude.
ringing.
My ears are
Good
still
job,
reading.
Cody.
You too.
Pat Cody.
Hey, there's the shop where I got your Christmas gifts.
Oh, what? You told me you got my gifts before we got here.
I did.
Go.
But I left them at home.
You could have told me. Instead of spending money on new gifts.
I was worried you'd be disappointed.
Of course not. I could have waited for my Christmas presents. But what happened to the gifts at home?
Oh, I hid them. Those were your presents the next year.
Smart as always, May.
I mean, that is a smart thing if she wanted to do it that way.
Yeah. And like, see this, they have a good relationship. It's simply
Yeah.
they don't work in a marriage sense simply because of how they are. It's just their personal schedules and what they like to do clash sometimes. That doesn't mean they're bad in a relationship sense. It's just with marriage and with kids, you kind of gotta compromise on a lot of things.
I feel like if they didn't have kids, it would be a lot easier for them. What?
Hey, I'm just borrowing this one.
Oh. Wait.
This one fits me perfectly.
Oh my god.
Steal the hat.
Oh!
Can I keep this one?
Dude, look. Dude, look.
Oh, I'm keeping this one.
Feels good.
I'm keeping this
What?
one.
Wait, oh my gosh, I want this one.
Oh, I love this hat.
This is fantastic.
This is.
Favorite part
Whoever
of the game.
decided to add. Nah, the favorite part was the birds. Whoever decided to add this was amazing.
Second favorite part of the game.
Yeah. Sorry. Those people are drunk as fuck over there.
They're dancing.
They work as friends, not married. The thing is, they work as a relationship, and they could be a married relationship, just not one with kids.
Not as parents. I don't think they work out as parents.
No.
Kids require a
Hey,
lot of
Cody,
sacrifice
you
and
feel the
time,
rhythm?
and that's
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
I don't think
It's
they're
Fox Life
ready
time.
to do.
Hey!
Ha. Oh, this is cool as fuck, actually. Wait. Oh, fuck. This is fun.
It really is.
Like, they did such a good job creating this game. I just don't fully support them. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I
this
didn't know
is
that
a-
was in there.
Get me out of here,
it's
man.
okay. I'm gonna look away.
It's alright.
Oh, oh,
I'll let you know when we're out.
Yeah, thank you.
Note to self to check these kinds of games.
Yeah, because we both came into something that made us uncomfy.
Very beautiful game. I forget sometimes that games will include things, including certain phobias and such, that they don't warn about.
Yeah, because they're not like.
Alright, we're
something you
out.
think
We're
about
out of
warning.
that section, by the way.
oh.
Okay, thank you.
A lot of people don't think it's something to worry about. Like the water bit made me feel a little sick. It wasn't terrible because it wasn't open ocean, but it still made me feel a little sick.
Yeah. No, it shakes your hand of the. It's not a phobia as much as it just makes me feel sick and uncomfortable.
Well, the water for me that is like an intense phobia.
Yeah, no, I was
To
just
the-
letting you know
yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And see, I am not afraid of this. It's just I will visually, actually feel sick and uncomfortable with that kind of thing.
It's so visually displeasing that it actually makes you feel sick.
Yes. And that's why I fucking hated kids shows, because that was such a common trope.
It really was.
Like, every kids show had one. Why?
The answer is
I think it was.
That was
I
weird.
think for a lot of them it was to teach anatomy and stuff.
A lot of them didn't though.
Really? Any ones
Yeah.
I saw were, well, to be fair, I didn't watch a lot of TV, and the
That
most
looks
I
chilly.
watched was the Magic School Bus, which that one was about teaching anatomy.
Magic School Bus was, but like every kids trope had that.
Ooh.
Water.
Just as we were talking about it.
Maybe it's not a long water portion.
Okay, okay, okay.
Are you able to do this today?
I can't breathe.
Oh, please don't say that.
Perfectly fine.
Oh.
Oh.
Where out? Is this
Wow, I've never dived this deep
Is this
before.
not?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not chilly.
Oh, we're in some type of fish tank.
No.
Must be close by. I wonder how it'll help us
I
get
hate
to the top
this.
of the mountain.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want out of this section.
I know.
Okay.
I'm
this,
trying to
this,
help you
this,
find-
this,
Up.
this.
I think it's right under the
Ah.
lighthouse.
This
I have
one's
to-
mine.
Yeah, I have to pull this.
And I have to pull this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, see. It was just a quick section. Thank God.
Yes, thank
Okay.
goodness.
What is this?
But that, yeah, that's what I mean. There's a lot of games with sections like that that make me feel wildly ill because of my phobias.
Oh.
But they don't typically warn for that kind of stuff a lot of the time because it is
They don't.
a relatively uncommon phobia and such, especially in games. Some games I can handle it because it doesn't look realistic. Like Raft, I can handle it because it's very visually not realistic.
Yeah.
Hola, over here.
But like in Subnautica or in here, it feels so real. Or they make it
Mhm.
seem so real that it freaks my brain out even when I know it's not real.
The issue of good graphics.
Yeah, essentially.
Say what again?
You see
Yeah,
those
no. For
generators
me,
over
it's
there?
the I
Repair them,
really
and
hate
sweet candy will flow in.
where it's my only not-a-phobia one is the going inside the body one.
Don't tell me.
Um,
We're just gonna bring the sweetness
and
back
Is
into our
there a
lives.
talking about
specific-
medical.
Is there a specific
Not
reason for
sweetness of
that, or is it
relationship
just
with
something that
God.
makes you uncomfortable?
Right, just throw us some
I
sweets
don't
and
know.
we'll
It's
cancel
something
the
I've
divorce.
always had a
Sweetness comes in
huge
many
issue
forms.
with.
Man, when was the last time
It's
you said
something that's
put
always
candy
made me
or
uncomfortable and
everything in your
feel
home?
physically ill with.
Yeah, because I know sometimes it's just
It's-
the way it
when have
looks,
you
or like
shown me some
a
appreciation
experience.
for working
I don't know.
overtime to
It's
support the
weird.
family?
Phobias
It
and
could be
feelings
weird.
are weird.
Well, there was
Also,
a
it's
time
not
when,
phobia, but
you know,
Yeah.
hearing about medical things is fine.
Turn on
Seeing
the
medical
candy
things, I do not
production
like.
That I
make
can
the
Like-
kind of relate
blow
to. Certain
again.
things I can't deal with in some cases.
hope you packed your tools.
Because I can like go in depth talking about a medical thing, but like, do not make me watch Grey's Anatomy or something
Yeah,
like that.
no, I can't handle certain medical things. Some things I can, especially if it looks unrealistic. I can handle unrealistic looking stuff because then my brain
You-
knows it's fake. But if the graphics are good,
Yeah.
or if it's like an actual show, it freaks me out so bad.
Now some things I can't do is one, needles. Like
I
sewing needles, I
cannot.
don't give a shit.
I cannot
Yeah.
do needles.
And also, talking of getting your blood drawn, it will make me, like, actually dizzy.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
Yeah, like I will get physically dizzy.
It
And I'm-
freaks me out so bad. I would tell a story, but it does involve that, so I don't want to say it. But it freaks me out so bad.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I think we're supposed to get. Are we supposed to go back out
Out
there?
there?
I don't want to go back out. Oh no! I wasn't prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. I think we have
Oh.
to go back out and do the. There's a tank thing in the distance you have to mess with that I see.
Oh, do you want me to see if I can do it alone before
I don't
anything?
think you can, because the entire point is for us to do it together.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can, but if I get too freaked out, I might have to come back in.
That is so fine. Do you want? Wait, come back in for a sec.
Okay.
Let me go there and look and see what we have to do, so you can spend the
Okay.
bare minimum. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You said there's a tank thing in the distance. Okay.
But yeah, this is the issue with good graphic games for me, is when there's underwater sections, it sucks. Because
Yeah.
Water is very pretty to me. I love looking at the water. It's very pretty. I find the undersea to be very interesting. However,
Yeah.
open bodies of water and the stuff under it, and it freaks me out being in it or the idea of being in it. And in games, logically I know it's not real, but when I see it, my brain freaks out.
Question: Are you afraid of deep sea creatures?
When I'm in it's if I'm just seeing pictures of them, no, but it's when it's deep underwater and seeing that physically underwater, it freaks me out.
I will warn you then. I saw one as I was coming over to check
I
something
love
out.
this game.
I know. If we need to stop this, let me know.
I will.
Genuinely.
It should be fine. If I will let you know if I feel too freaked out.
Because as much as I love this game, I care so much more about you, dude.
Yeah, so it's mostly because I need to prepare myself a lot more before doing these kinds of things. Like Subnautica, I needed to prepare myself a lot more for.
Oh, Mom, that's a big fish.
Yeah.
Because
And we can.
I knew I would be underwater, and I knew I'd be dealing with underwater things. I was still very much freaked out, but I was a little more prepared for it.
We need to fix it somehow.
Okay, there's a leak that we need to learn how to fix. Sorry, and I'm listening, but I'm also trying to figure out what we're supposed to do here. Okay. So we need to pick this up and bring it to the leaks, is what it looks like. But there's this big fish that wants to eat us as we're doing it. I think we can stop today and we can have a more prepared time next time.
Okay, that sounds good. Especially if we're gonna be chased around underwater, I need a minute to. I would need a hot good couple minutes to.
That is so fine.
Prepare
This
myself.
is where we're stopping today.
Okay, sorry.
Don't apologize, dear. That is where we're stopping. I'm gonna return to main menu.
Alright.
Progress since the last save will be lost. That's fine. We know what we're supposed to do. Yeah, no, because it's a deep sea creature. It's the light one.
The anglerfish? Oh, so it's like
Yeah.
deep sea. Oh no.
Yeah.
I need a hot minute. No, even just thinking about that makes my lungs hurt.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, we are stopping that for today.
Yeah. I'll be fine to do it next time. I just need to prepare myself mentally for
No,
that.
shakes your hand. That is completely fine. There are some things I need to prepare myself for. I'm not, dear. I'm not gonna be upset with you over that.
I'll also try and look ahead in the. I don't want to spoil myself on it, but also I want to check to see if there's any other sections like this.
Yeah,
Just in
because this is the second
case.
time they have had something like this.
Yeah, I know. This is the second time.
If
It's been
you
a
want,
water bit.
do you want me to check if there's any more water bits after this?
I should be fine checking ahead of it. It's not me physically in it, so it's fine. I'll poke ahead. I'll try not to spoil myself too much, but I'll just keep an eye out for like atmosphere stuff and see like is there any more stuff like that.
Yeah, that is so fun and understandable. Because no, we are going into this blind, which is really fun for some parts.
Yeah, but sometimes we forget that games don't always trigger warn those certain things, which is fine for certain ones because a lot of them like thalassophobia is a not super common one that affects people with games at least. I know there's also a lot of other phobias that games never think to include, like even that like I can't remember how to pronounce it, but the one with objects submerged underwater. That's a pretty big fear of people, and that entire section would freak someone with that out.
I've seen that, but I honestly like staring at them. I think they're pretty and cool as fuck.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. I can look at stuff like that. I think it's very interesting. I have a very big interest in the sea and underwater. Being physically in it or perceiving it from my perspective freaks me out so bad.
That's fair. My biggest things is one, anything with the dentist. I will not do, I cannot do, I will not be there. And that includes like anything a dentist might do, especially in horror settings.
Oh yeah.
Like, I will panic and I will not be able to do anything.
I
There
get
is
that.
also my paranoia will not let any type of stalking, especially if it's the you're in a house one.
Yeah, it's a very
Like, if
common
you
horror
do
trope is the stalker ones.
it is, especially the, like, behind a door or
Mhm.
God, I'll say this one a different time, but,
Yeah.
like, any of the house ones, I will it is fucking terrifying for
Yeah,
me.
no,
I
I
will
get that.
be
Which is also
terrified.
unfortunate because a lot of horror games will include those topics, but like not
Mhm.
really
Born,
say anything.
and it sucks because I fucking love horror.
Mhm.
I love horror so much. It is a genre I enjoy. I
Yeah.
am skittish, yes, but I love that genre. It's they don't mourn for that at all.
I know obviously some games that focus around those topics, like
Mhm.
what's the coffee one called? I can't remember.
Hmm?
There's like a coffee game that is specifically around those topics, so it warns about it, but that's because the game focuses entirely on those topics.
Yeah.
But some games where it's only like here and there, they won't say anything about it, which I kind of get because jump scare, but like also some people have a lot of heavy stuff with that or like fears with that. For me, I in horror settings and sometimes in other settings, I cannot do mannequins at all. If they look realistic, I cannot. I had to completely
Mhm.
stop playing Find Yourself because it had so many sections with mannequins that I just could not. I couldn't. I physically could not go through the game.
That is so fair. Yeah, no, for me, it is there is something behind the corner, something watching you, especially. I can sometimes do it if a friend is playing it, if it's not in a house. If it is in a house, I cannot because my
Yeah.
paranoia, the second I turn the lights off that night, I will be visually seeing things
Yeah, for me
around corners.
it really depends on my brain when it's those kinds of topics like with like hallucinations or stuff like unreality. Unreality is
Mhm.
weird for me. Sometimes I can handle it just fine. I really enjoy those in certain things when they do it right. Sometimes I
Mhm.
can't. Sometimes I can't.
That's fair. It's not unreal. It's well, it can be unreality, but it's also
Yeah.
if it's just a monster or something or a person.
Yeah, I see
I
unreality as like the like
can't.
when they put like fake things that are watching you or like stuff like that. That I perceive as
Mhm.
unreality because it's something fake. It's like
Oh
a
yeah,
hallucination, quote unquote, in a lot of
fair enough.
cases.
Yeah, it can be a monster, but even if it's a person or something,
Mm,
my brain cannot. My paranoia will spike for the rest of the fucking
yeah,
night, if not week.
yeah, I get that.
And that's it's such a fun trope. Like I don't.
Hmm.
It's not that I hate the trope. It's a fun one. It's unique. It's interesting. I just I'm also gonna be
Is it the
terrible.
same with? Because I'm curious. Like I
Mhm.
don't know how to describe it. Like with games like Final Fantasy Freddy's and stuff. Technically, you're being hunted or stalked. Does it work? Does it count for that as well, or is it just when it's specifically like stalking? I
It
guess.
Five Nights at Freddy's, no, but
Hmm.
it's situational.
Situational.
Um, it is heavily with stalking itself,
Hmm.
but anything of the something is watching you and you do not know
Hmm.
is a heavy one for me. Of the so yeah.
All right, because I was thinking about it, because like a lot of the times, a lot of the jump scares are it like standing in the corner and like poking its head through the door eventually. So I was like, does that count or is that different?
Not really because you're aware it's there.
Hmm. Yeah, you know it's gonna go there.
Mhm.
All right, that makes
It
sense.
isn't yeah, it's you are trying to keep it from getting to you. You're
Hmm.
aware it's there.
Yeah,
It makes me jumpy, and if the graphics were a lot better or it was more
I
immersive, it
think
might make me that way.
definitely. Yeah, the
Mhm.
graphics being a certain way definitely also changes a lot of aspects.
Yeah, but even if it was like a visual novel or something with like the really cutie graphics,
Hmm.
ones that do that will get my paranoia up.
Yeah.
So it's that. And the thing is, I don't hate the trope. I admit it's a good one. It's a great one to strike fear, and I like horror. It is not that I don't like it. It's just
Mhm.
infuriating.
Yeah, no, I get that definitely. It's similar to me with mannequins. Is so many things will put mannequins in horror games because they're creepy. They look
Mhm,
like people. They aren't. But for me,
mhm.
I simply can't. I have the worst time whenever games include mannequins in it, even if they're not super high quality. Like it's
Mhm.
worse when they are high quality, but it's so bad. It's so bad for
Yeah.
me, which also sucks because I enjoy like things not being as they seem when you're playing horror games. I think it's really
Mhm.
cool to include that kind of stuff. Mannequins, I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. It's just a complete irrational phobia for me, but I
That's okay.
cannot. I simply
No,
cannot.
that is completely fair. No, I
Mhm.
get that so much.
Yeah.
Um, I just my favorite type of horror is probably, as long as it's respectful, folklore horror. I
Mm.
love monsters.
Yeah, I enjoy monster like horror games. Again, like if it does follow like folklore and stuff, I prefer it obviously when it follows it like properly or does it respectfully.
Yeah,
Um
like there's some creatures you're not supposed to talk about,
oh yeah.
which I hate when people since there's a
I
really common one,
hate
I hate when people do that.
I hate when people include those when they aren't of that culture.
I even when they are of that culture, they're not there's some
At
things you're
least
just
put
not
a
supposed to
warning. If you are a
at
part
least
of
put a
that
warning.
culture, yeah,
Mhm.
I think if you're a part of that culture and you use it, it's conflicting. I don't know how to say that properly because I don't follow certain cultures, so I don't know how it is for
Mhm.
certain cultures. I'd say at the very least, don't like post it on the front page of the game. you know,
Yeah,
don't don't
but there
slap the image of it right in front of it because a lot of people aren't
mhm.
like comfortable
Yeah.
seeing it depending on what it is for certain
Mhm.
cultures.
Yeah, there's also, like, some creatures you're not supposed to say the names of, and
Mhm.
they say the names of them.
Yeah, I'm very superstitious in real life. So
Mhm.
a lot of the times I will be in like conversation with people and then they'll say the name of things you're not supposed to. And I don't necessarily follow a lot of cultures personally, but I keep up with a
Mhm.
lot of the folklore and stuff like that because again,
Yeah.
I'm incredibly superstitious. So then when people
Mhm.
just like drop the name or the image right in front of me, I'm like, "Oh, please don't do that." No,
Yeah, no.
don't.
That's why SCP is such a safe spot for me because I'm like, "You're not folklore. Come here.
You're not
You're not
folklore.
folklore, you're not culture."
Grabs gently.
Mhm. Because, like, some creatures are really cool, but, like, I am in that weird spot, superstitious, of the I'm not Southern Christian superstitious of the I'm going to deny it in my brain, but
Mhm.
also we don't talk about it.
Yeah. I'm
I,
very superstitious mostly because I'm pretty sure I'm like 99%
mhm.
positive my old house was very haunted.
Yeah, you talked about this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like wake up with handprints all over my windows. The light would flicker whenever I would say goodnight, stuff like that. So I was very positive that my house was haunted. I've always believed in paranormal stuff. I'm a very
Yeah.
superstitious person.
Hmm.
Um,
That reminds. I have one of my friends is really superstitious, and so I grew up in like I'm not afraid. I grew up in Georgia when I was younger,
mm,
and with that was Georgia's very Christian,
mm.
um, especially where I lived, and it was the we don't talk about anything that would be superstitious, but we also respect it
Oh yeah,
because it's
it's
the oh
very
that's not
important to be
real, but we don't
respectful.
talk about it.
Yeah, it's very important to be
Mhm,
respectful, especially with when it comes to like spiritual stuff. Especially because a lot of
mm,
times it's depending on what you're talking about or quote unquote, like I guess if you're doing like ghost hunting stuff, communicating with, it's very important to be respectful to what you're talking to or
oh,
addressing.
I don't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I want to at some point maybe just because I think it'd be really interesting to see what ghosts have to say, I guess. Spirits, depending on where it's at.
fair. My
I
paranoia
probably
could not.
I probably would not go to any place that is primarily evil spirit heavy, just because you have to be so careful with what you say.
If you ever did that, I'd call you an idiot lovingly.
No, I would not want to go anywhere that's primarily evil spirits, just because you have to be very careful with what you say
Mhm.
and do with those. Um, just because you can invite a lot of bad things to yourself and the people around you when communicating with evil
Mhm.
spirits and you say shit wrong.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me that I accidentally freaked up my poor best friend out when I was telling him this because this was back in like high school and we were talking about reoccurring dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, yeah, there was this one reoccurring dream I had when I was a kid when I lived in Georgia. And it was like every single night. And it felt so real that I had a hard time telling it was a dream. And they're like, oh, what was it? And I'm like, looking back and thinking, that probably should have been a nightmare, but little me wasn't afraid of them. And I'd be like, so like, it was in my bedroom. It felt like I was just laying in bed and just chilling. And I was like on the second story of this house. It was a new house, so there was that. But like, I was on the second story of the house, and every night I'd have the reoccurring, felt so realistic dream of like two red, well, I assumed eyes because it was that kind of parting, staring through my window, and I was not afraid of that as a kid. That was the part I was not afraid of. And keep in mind, before I did this next part was, I don't have a fear of dolls. I think they're cute. I love them. They're pretty.
Yeah.
But like, that stereotypical creepy doll voice.
Yeah.
Every like, so every night I'd have the red eyes, and I was fine. I was calm. I'd chitter away, like talk about things. That was what whatever 5-year-old, 6-year-old age, whatever, would talk about. But then like sometimes when I was like definitely in the AMs, I'd hear like little voices outside my door as a kid that sounded like those creepy dolls. And it terrified the shit out of me. So, God, I just remember that. And it's like something that my brain forgets about and then randomly remembers. And I'm just like, what was going on with little me to have those dreams?
What was that?
Little me, you didn't watch horror, so you didn't know about these tropes. What's going on with you? Are you okay? But yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's a very interesting topic and
Mhm.
a little very fine line to walk on in certain spots.
Oh, 100%. It's yeah, I grew up with the one, respect it, and two, it's this I don't know how to explain this in the like deep south. Shit happens. And if you're but I also grew up with only Christians. So that shit's not supposed to be real.
Yeah.
So it's we know it's there. We agree it's there. We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about Brune.
It was everyone would get dead silent and stare at you as if you said something something like blasphemy. If you said that, and you would get your ass whooped if you were a kid.
Yeah.
You do not talk about that shit down in the South
Yeah.
because everyone believed in it. They refused. They said it wasn't real though. They would not agree to it, but everyone believed in it.
Yeah. Well, it is a little scary to think about, like
Mhm.
100%.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
if you don't know what kind of spirit it is, or like it also does pull into the question, I guess with very heavily religious people, it does also pull in the question of, are things from other cultures or folklore real, I guess. And so you
Oh
have to
yeah.
consider outside your little bubble, and a lot of times very
Mhm.
heavily religious people don't like to do that.
It puts your
um
religion into question.
yeah, it puts it in question. So a lot of times they will avoid those topics because it's something that reaches very far out beyond just one culture or belief system.
Mhm.
Everything has some form of spiritual connection, no matter what. Spirits are, even
Yeah.
if it doesn't get talked about a lot, everything has some sort of spiritual connection. If you are, I guess, worshiping a divine being of some sort.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, so it's such an interesting topic.
oh, absolutely. It's something very
No,
interesting to think about and talk about, but also you gotta be very careful about it.
you gotta be careful what you talk about. No, I uh, because the thing is, I grew up very Christian,
Hmm.
and then I have my best friend who is Native American, well, part Native American. They grew up with that, and it's the when we were young, we clashed so much on because I was this little Christian Southern girl that moved up to where I am currently, and my best friend would talk about the shit, and I'd stare at him like he just was the devil walking on earth kind of vibes of, "What the fuck
Oh
are you saying?
no! What are you talking
Why are
about?
why are you saying these are things that are not even supposed you're not even supposed to think these things. Why are you saying them?" Because it was terrifying for little me because we're not supposed to speak about them even though we know it's real.
Hmm. Yeah, I grew up in a very Christian household, and my entire family was Republican and Christian and stuff. And I think the first
Oh,
time
yeah.
I ever thought differently was actually when I think my history class first talked about Greek mythology. Um,
Mm,
Greek mythology became a very big hyperfix for me as well, like
mhm,
continuously. But
yeah,
in general, it made me think a lot more about it. It's not that I'm not atheist.
mhm.
I believe, I can't remember, I think it's agnostic theist. I believe that there could be a god
A
or
higher being.
gods.
You just don't know.
Yeah, it's I acknowledge that there is absolutely the possibility that there is a god or gods or such, but we don't know. There's no proof.
Mm,
There's no way to really prove that.
yeah.
I'm still very respectful about it all. I believe that it is highly possible with how
Mhm.
some things are, with how sometimes people are very lucky. There's the quantum immortality theory and stuff, and there are a lot of situations in which it does seem like there is real world interference with certain things.
Yeah.
And that is all stuff I believe is real. It's simply we don't know what it is. We don't know. We can't really prove whether or not it's this god from this religion or this version of god from this religion or these 8 different gods from this religion. You never know.
Yeah. No, I myself am personally Christian. I don't agree with the Christian community, but I myself am Christian. And with that is, I also kind of agree with you. Well, we don't have any for sure sign that any religion is air quotes correct.
Mhm.
Um, it is I there is some type of higher being out there in my opinion, and for
Yeah.
me, I think it might be the Christian God.
Hmm. That's fair. That's valid. 100%.
I also The one thing I do dislike is people paint, especially modern day, people painting the Christian God as this kind of perfect being
Mm.
because there is the man was made after God. It is said in what we dignify as the scripture. And with that is repeatedly uh in the Old Testament, he has been shown to be a jealous being.
Hmm.
I don't I've there is no setting of a any religion of a god being purely good,
Hmm.
or if there's a wide variety of gods, all the gods being purely good, and I that is something I find interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, I think at its core,
Mhm.
Christianity isn't a bad religion to follow at all. It's
It's about the
simply
people.
time and people have very much warped what it's supposed to
Mhm.
be. Like, if
Yes.
you look back in time, the Bible has been changed so many different times to leave
Oh,
things
yes.
out or add new things in. It's no longer and even as well, it's translated from a very old language. There is a high
Mhm.
possibility that some things were mistranslated or not put in right, and then possibly purposely mistranslated or changed, because that's how people can be, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's how people have been with it. People have changed what it says multiple times
Mm.
through history, and there's proof of such.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I completely
mhm.
agree.
So it's no longer what it's meant to be at its core.
Mhm. My opinion is with the Bible, do not nitpick it, take it as general. Like this, especially like the stories it tells,
And
those
don't
are
weaponize
good
it.
moral lessons.
Don't
God,
weaponize the book.
no.
Don't. I run into so many people who will weaponize very specific lines from it and then ignore everything else that's mentioned in it, because there are some good things in the Bible as well as good like lessons, but people will purposely ignore those things simply to weaponize certain lines of it. And for me, that's not someone who's, I guess, genuinely Christian. That's someone who just
Mhm.
wants a way to hurt other people, and that's not what
Yeah.
it's about. That's not the point of the
Or
religion.
validate their own hurtful
Yeah,
things.
and that's not the point of it. Christianity at its core, it's supposed to be loving. That's what a lot of
Yes.
religions are. Is it's their belief system. It's their a lot of times. I mean, obviously, there's some that aren't based in good things. A lot of times cults, what they follow aren't obviously very good sometimes, or at least they take
Yeah.
it too far. Um, but at least with a lot of main quote unquote religions, the point
Mhm.
is to love and be loved.
Yes.
But people don't do that sometimes.
Mhm. No, I despise people taking lines from the Bible, especially since many of them are mistranslated or added in and weaponizing them,
Mhm.
especially the most common being homophobic ones.
Yes, which is also very funny to me because there is a verse in the Bible that quite literally, when you simplify it, is you don't have the right to judge others just as they don't have
Hmm.
the right to judge you.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. One thing I do love is I've had people quote that line to me, and I'm like, oh, so if you're following every line in the Bible, you're obviously following the one of when you stare lustfully at a woman, you're supposed to gouge your eyes out, right?
Yeah, that one I love bringing up just
Mhm.
because
Shake your
it's
head.
it's a very big one people will ignore. Or there's a lot of ones
Mhm.
people will ignore, but that's also a very big one.
Yeah. No, it's the times change as well.
Hmm.
Things are supposed to change with time. Goodness sakes, the Bible that was created over such a long time has things that
It's changed.
disagree from it. It's changed. And no, even like if you look at the base stuff in it and think, okay, assuming this was when it was originally written, there is things that disagree with it inside of its own book because
Hmm.
that was written over such a long period of time.
Hmm.
These were the Bible was taken, like the Old Testament was taken from scrolls, for
Hmm.
goodness sakes.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's gonna be things that disagree in it. Times change, so does a lot of other things. You shouldn't use the past to justify harmful things.
Exactly. It boils down to believe what you want to believe in. If believing in certain things brings you comfort and hope and helps you reach out to other people lovingly, that's great. That's fantastic. Don't use belief systems to attack other people. That is
Exactly.
what that is not the point of it, you know?
Mhm, exactly. That's it's a nightmare.
Hmm. God, we went from like It Takes Two to going into an in-depth conversation about religion. This is great.
I'm not arguing, it's a fun conversation to have, and it's
I
not a
very
harmful
much
one.
enjoy talking about so much of this stuff. If I could rattle on for hours, I could probably make like an 8-hour video just talking about certain topics.
You and I
Uh,
should just have, more just chatting streams.
oh my god, Allie and Hollow underscore Rose podcast when?
Honestly, I'd be
God.
down. It's fun just chatting with you and bouncing off of these
Yeah,
things.
I love talking about certain things. Like I know back when radio played Slay the Princess, we went on a decently long ramble about it. I love talking about topics like of morality or like the concept of death or stuff like that is all
Mhm.
very interesting to me.
And I love conversations about that too,
Mhm.
since I grew up in a very,
Hi, friend.
very careful. Hi, friend. I grew up in a very conservative household. Very,
Mhm.
I did not know almost anything. So a lot of the things I learn is slowly over time, and it's
Mhm.
fascinating.
It really is. I love analyzing things. I love talking about a person's perspective on these kinds of things because it's different for everyone. I love
Mhm.
talking about like the perception of heroes and villains. I love talking about the concept of death, how we perceive it, how we feel about it, morality, stuff like that. It's all very interesting for me, especially when you talk about it in both a real and fictional sense.
Mhm.
Cuz it's different. It's really interesting how different people will view those things from a real life sense and from the perspective of like characters in a story or characters that you're playing. It's really interesting to me to see how different people perceive things personally and when they are looking at it through a different perspective.
Yeah, that's why I love playing these characters
Mhm.
too. Because sits here, none of my characters are good.
Mhm.
Or like Danu. I love that character from Circus. I absolutely love playing her. And she seems very sweet. She's very much kind and nurturing towards people and helpful. And she wants to help others. But I love playing these little fey creatures because in the end they have a inclination that almost all of them will follow, where they're not good creatures.
Mhm.
I but they're not evil either.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just fascinating playing them.
I love messing with morality with characters. I love messing
I know
with
you do.
everyone's perspectives of other characters. It's the entire reason why a lot of the time I do mess with characters that are more morally leaning towards gray or bad because I enjoy seeing how people will react to those things. Like Mercy.
Mhm.
Mercy is a very big example of when I'm really proud of messing with is that Mercy was ultimately a bad person. Mercy's
Yeah.
entire being is evil. That is the point. But they're also very morally gray in the sense of they won't do evil things themselves a lot. They get other people to do it if they want to.
There is also the thing of Mercy's just following the food chain.
Yeah,
It's like calling a lion evil for trying to eat a gazelle.
yeah. Mercy consumes and lives off of the negative energy of people around them. And again,
Mhm.
it's not like Mercy ever forced anyone to do anything.
No.
Mercy only ever spoke, only ever gave
Mm.
suggestions or advice. No one was ever like forced to do anything that they said. It was
Mhm.
all their choice. And even when Mercy gave good options, those weren't picked.
Yeah.
And a lot of characters had very high opinions of Mercy unless they knew what she was. And that automatically gave some characters a negative view of her despite her not really doing anything.
I really love the way people change when they figure out what a character's like species is.
Mhm.
I love that
Yeah,
change.
that's why Mercy waited so long to tell Rex that they were a wraith. Because a lot of
Mhm.
times, and it was proven multiple times, that if someone knows what you are and they believe that thing to be evil, they will automatically associate you with being evil.
Mm. Which is fey creatures are typically known to be mischievous, sometimes harmful, right?
Hmm.
And what I love was I'm gonna use Eternity Alley versus Circus Alley, right?
Mm,
Eternity, Sylvan. Most people do not know Sylvan is a fae, so they do not think of being weary of trickster activity. Past being we are in a war, this could be an enemy. But
mm,
even then, a lot of people fall for that. Whereas Danu does not hide their fae. They're very open about it. They talk about it. And they've had multiple people. They've had the mayor take aggressive actions toward them.
mm,
They've had one of the circus leaders characterize them just because they are a fae, even though Danu so far has been a very characteristically good person. They
mm,
have tried helping with the community. They try helping other people, listening to what's going on. They took in one of the orphan creatures in that
mm.
town,
Yeah.
and I love that of the
So,
Sylvan has shown they're not good.
absolutely.
It's just the knowing of the oh, you're this creature.
You are this, so therefore you are this.
hmm Stereotyping.
Yeah.
I love stereotyping.
It is my favorite. Oh my god. We've brain rotted about this character a lot. Mal. Mal is my favorite
Yes.
opposite thing. Mal is in a sense completely opposite to Mercy in the way that because Mal has done good things and has primarily done good things, a lot of people assume that she is incapable of doing bad things, or they completely brush it off because it's Mal. She's allowed to do whatever the hell she wants. Um, she is a character that has proven multiple times that she has a very different perception on morality and what's dangerous or not and how to handle situations, and she's not handled situations very well before. She has acted aggressively before. She has done stupid things and has done things that could get other people in danger, but because she has spent so much time being an emotional crutch for a lot of characters, they kind of immediately brush it off or they justify her actions for her, even though that's not what she wants. She doesn't want people to defend what she's doing. She doesn't want people to pretend that she's a perfect being. She wants to be told when she's doing something wrong. She has vocalized that before, but people continue to uh, ignore that.
That so much in that character. I
Hmm.
also I sit here with the at some point I need to play a younger Ally.
Mm.
I don't know what SMP I'd find in, but like one because I have written up Faye to work into the Minecraft world and just work into proper story building because I need some type of baseline to work with and to explain a lot of things that would be able to work. And of course, it's my take on just different Fae creatures says God, fake creatures change on one where you are in the world, and two just with what they are,
Mm.
and like even just in a lot of the things I take are more Celtic leaning. I like the more Celtic leaning Fae. I think they're
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah.
But even in that one, there's so many mismatched stories of Fae being these feelingless creatures. They do not have emotions, or they do not have emotions humans can understand. And then there's the, oh, they're highly emotional creatures. They have this high levels of joy and they're very intense with emotion. And it's like, these are very contradicting things. How
Yeah.
am I supposed to do this? So something I had really fun with was making it so younger Fae do not have these emotions that humans would be able to relate to. Younger Fae do not have these morals. And
Mm.
it is a learned trait, not something born with, which I
Yeah.
really want to have a younger Ally. Not like child or anything, but like a
Mm.
younger Ally being around people that were born with these emotions, these
Yeah.
morals, and just slowly learning them because I think that could be so fun to play with, especially because they're not doing, they're most likely going to do some pretty shitty things. But
Hmm.
that's because they don't have these things other people do that would show them, hey, this is bad. And it's just I crave doing that at some point.
Yeah, all that stuff is very, very fun to do. I love doing characters that learn with the area around them and develop with it. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's so fun. That's why I much prefer improv rather than planning out how characters change or do things. Just because it
Yeah.
always you can never really predict what people
Mm-hmm.
around you will do. There will
Yeah,
always
that's
be unpredictable elements that you will have to face eventually. So
mm,
being
but
able to shape around what's happening as it happens is really fun for me.
I agree, and I love improv. I like putting bullet note points of what is going to happen,
Mm,
like story wise, but not character wise.
yeah,
Because it's okay, we can plan what will happen story wise, but also God improv.
improv my
Because like
beloved.
half of my fucking best lore was just randomly, okay, open lore time.
Hmm. It's very, very interesting and very, very fun.
hmm
Ooh,
It's just
thank you, Fern.
God, I love it.
Fern's sending me one of his little sillies.
Oh yeah, I've been slightly reading through it on my phone.
Yeah, yeah. It's all so interesting to mess with in characters. I it's my favorite part of playing characters is developing the mindset and developing based on the stuff around them and having them learn based on their
hmm
surroundings. It's always my favorite because also in certain cases it's also the fault of the people around them. Like again with Mal, a lot of her negative traits are influenced by the people around them. Mal is a very doomed by the people character. Um
hmm
the actions of others caused her to develop different coping mechanisms and different reactions and different thoughts on how she's supposed to act. And so she changes aspects of what she's doing to match what people want her to be.
Yes. I Something I really have enjoyed doing with these alleys is once I've gotten a bit comfortable with them, each of them get a different title because
Mm,
it's the title of if they ever break out of this, they are no longer this character. Like
mm,
Apsis Alley was very much the title caretaker. They always were trying to take care of other creatures around them. Even in the end, when she was getting better about watching out for her own health, it was the letting things just slightly bend to take care of other people.
mm,
Uh, or Danu. I don't think I've announced what theirs was, but Danu's is um not warrior but fighter. They're gonna be fighting for their entire life. When they're
mm,
younger, yeah, they were an intense warrior. Um, they've fought for different types of relationships. They've It's constant battle with them between anything and everything,
mm,
which I love. Like even currently, they're just battling with the city, trying to find a place for them to be a person, or battling with the people around them. It's a constant fight. They're never gonna know peace.
mm.
And it's just
Yeah.
different things like that I love.
I love doing that as well. The characters, all my characters have a core trait or thing that they're based on in the beginning, and either they develop with it or from it. Even ones that are more they have to stick to this theme characters for me, they also are very different. Like Mercy technically has a title connected to theirs. They're the guide. That is their job. That's what they stick to. That's an aspect of themselves they cannot change. Avarice
Mm,
is the destruction. It's not destruction in a physical sense, but rather in a mental sense. And even Creator. Creator is the apathetic.
mm,
Because Creator does not have attachments in the same sense of other characters. Um,
mm,
they are made specifically to not connect. That is the entire
Yeah.
point. They collect things because they are unable to connect.
Of that. No, I like giving these titles in my head to the different alleys because logically, each of these alleys are designed to tell a story. These are little storytellers. And hence the reason Glitch when it's on screen will use terms like characters, stories, chapter, because that is how they see everything. They are aware this is just a story being told.
Mm.
And the thing is, the second these little characters aren't following that title they're given, they aren't following that story, they are removed. Their story is done because they are no longer following that title.
We can talk about your silly thing later for any of you would like. There's so many silly things, and it's such an interesting thing to talk about. And absolutely, Ellie, if you would like to someday, we could just sit in here and talk about this kind of stuff. I would absolutely love that to just kind of talk
Yes.
about these topics.
Listen, we'll bullet point some topics so we can get it started, and I'd love that.
Yeah,
Just having a sit and chat.
absolutely. These are definitely. I'll play House Flipper in the background.
Get power wash. We can just power wash while we talk that.
Play Power Wash and House Flipper while we talk about shit.
Exactly.
I think that'd be fun. Just talk
Because,
about these kind of topics while doing a mind numb game could be really fun.
right, I love that because if only Potion Craft was multiplayer.
If only.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all maybe we'll have to see. But it's all really interesting stuff that I really like to talk about. Um,
We could play Pico Park while we talk about
ooh,
this.
oh god, I feel like if we played Pico Park, we would end up not talking about the topics and just being frustrated about the game.
Because I'm a little shit when I play it.
Because it's a frustrating multiplayer game that involves a lot of focus on the puzzles.
And I'm also a little shit.
And also because you're a little shit. But absolutely, we could just like collect some mind numb games and sit and call and chat about stupid shit. Well, not stupid
I
shit,
would
but
be so
like
down for
different
that.
topics and also stupid shit.
Yeah. Because, God, we went from talking about fears, phobias, and discomforts to religion, to
Oh, you forgot about the
morality.
superstitions first before
Oh,
religion.
superstition. Okay. Uh, so we went from phobias and discomforts to superstitions to religion to morality.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then just a little bit of our characters, but still morality a bit.
Yeah, well, they're good examples of a lot of this stuff we talk about because a lot of these topics we talk about are oftentimes woven into the characters we make. At least
We
in
try to portray them that way.
yeah, especially for me, I that is what I primarily focus on when I create a character is okay, what do I want to test with this? What view
Yeah,
on something do I want to portray with this character and have them either learn from or teach others from?
that's fair. For me, when I create these characters, I'll have like 3 words that I think describe them, and then I'll build it a bit more, and then I get them into action, and I figure out how they interact. And I just
Mm,
like having these different personalities to mess around with, these different ideas of different stories I can tell. Sometimes it's not always teaching something, but it does typically end up
mm,
with some type of lesson.
yeah.
Like, God, I love playing Construct right now.
Mm,
I will sit here. That is my current little silly that I am
yeah.
just vibrating
Mm,
at intense speeds.
mm. Mal and Mercy are two of my favorite characters that I've played and are slash playing. They have such an interesting influence on the world around them and the people around them that it's fascinating to me how they got to that point.
Oh.
Especially with the settings they are in.
One character I am sad left too soon was my very first SMP character that I actually just took the design for and was the base for my mascot was Grove Alley. Because I listen, I love playing it heavily immoral characters.
Mhm.
It's very fun, especially when it's the one. I do not like playing like pure evil characters or air
Mhm.
quotes with evil. I like them being able to have connections and have these soft moments where they seem genuinely good. I like making them a person.
Hmm.
But there was this one. It was my very first ally, and I loved her. Of the she kept that very much story mindset I have that I've kind of woven of the seeing everybody and being around long enough where they're like, I've seen everything I'm going to see. I am bored. What can I do? I feel like I am just a component in every story around me. And
Mhm.
then realized I can be a proper component and would change for each and every person they were around to help progress these stories because they've seen these happen in the past. Not with the same people, they've just seen the same things happen over and over and over again. They've seen patterns
Mhm.
that people will follow. And so they would change who they were for each person. Like some of the things that was planned was one of them they were actually becoming almost a worshipped creature to. Another one they were a heavy antagonist to, constantly pestering them, uh, driving them around the bend. Another one they were this weak little creature that needed protected. Another one they were going to be a mother figure to. They were just picking up these roles of okay, I need to do this for this and this and this,
Mhm.
and it was and they didn't have bad feelings with that. This wasn't a I want to be a bad person. It was a I need to progress your stories because you're at standstills.
Yeah.
And it was eventually going to come because she was technically the big bad of
Mhm.
that story. And it was going to come to a point where these people realized what she was doing and we're going to hunt her down and kill her because obviously she was tricking all of them. She's trying to hurt them.
Mhm.
And God, I loved that. I'm so sad I didn't get to build it more.
Yeah. With you saying that you don't like playing purely villain characters, I don't believe that those exist. Heroes and villains
Yeah.
in stories are not real to me because no matter how evil, quote unquote, or good
Mhm.
you are still a person. You are still a flawed being. There is never a time with a lot of things where there won't be a human aspect of someone.
That's fair. I let me rephrase that. Of
Mhm.
the I don't like when I say I don't like playing villain characters, I mean
Mhm.
I do not like playing these one-dimensional I am the bad guy
Yes.
that is all
Yes.
behind me. I do not like the I like dimensionality
Mhm.
behind a character.
Yeah, I enjoy also messing with that because I surprise surprise I'm bringing up Mal again.
Oh
She
my god.
there was a situation previously where they were conversing with someone who was perceived as the one-dimensional villain character. Um, and Mal worked with it in a way of instead of immediately assuming this person's the worst person ever, you gotta kill them. Their first immediate thing was to overhumanize themselves and the other person. Because
Mhm.
ultimately, even if you are a bad person, it is typically within human nature, consciously or not, to want connection of some sort.
Yeah.
It is even animals in the wild crave connection a lot of the time. Even sometimes even with animals that are meant to be alone, you will often see a lot of time them interacting with other animals in a friendly manner. It doesn't happen
Mhm.
super often, but it does happen. Things and people thrive on connection because that is a lot of times how they receive that's how they receive comfort. That's how they find ways to push themselves into certain directions. So being able to push off of I am a person, I'm telling you I perceive you as a person, you can connect with me. That forces quote unquote a person into a position in which they do connect because that's what they thrive on, even if they do
Yeah.
not want to.
Mhm.
Hi Dia,
I
you've joined the stream about us talking about a lot of different things.
yeah. We are we okay. We have talked about discomforts and phobias, superstition, religion, and we've been messing around with morality a lot.
Oh, bro got hit with the 4 ads immediately.
Oh,
If you
oh
want to hear
no,
us talk
buddy.
about sillies, you gotta sit through the trials.
The trial is for us to ramble nonstop.
Mhm. God. It's really interesting to play off of. And even also with Mercy and Rex, Mercy bounced a lot off of Rex's need for connection.
Yeah.
Rex is clingy, and they use that a lot to their advantage when talking about the other people in Rex's lives and guiding Rex to rely a lot more on them in a manner. Mercy was always present. They even gave Rex a way to ensure they could be present. In
Mhm.
order to enforce a connection, a connection of I am
Yeah.
always here, unlike other people.
Mhm.
And so that guides the attention to I don't know who to go to. Thank you.
Blows
My
up
pancakes. What the heck?
Oh, fuck yeah.
But
Thanks for the sub.
it guides the person to instead of thinking of all these options you have, it's I need to go to the person who is always there.
Mhm. Which one thing I did like with Mercy and Apsis Alley was there wasn't the always there.
Hmm.
Mainly because Apsis Alley did have a lot of other people they could just go to and they'd be there in that moment.
Yeah.
It was the Mercy just felt separated from all the issues that people were having towards Apsis Alley. They
Mhm.
liked that separation, that
Mhm.
disconnect,
Yeah.
which is what I really liked about that dynamic. It
Mhm.
wasn't the, "Oh my gosh, you're always there for me. I have someone
Yeah.
I can always rely on." That
Mhm.
that wasn't there. It was
Yeah.
the, "You're disconnected from all of my issues enough that I can just have
Mhm.
someone with an outside opinion."
Yeah, and Mercy worked with that because that Allie didn't need someone to constantly be there like Rex kind of did. Rex had a lot of issues with the friends that they were surrounding themselves with, and so getting Rex to rely on a constant connection as the person that he was the easiest way to get Rex to rely on them.
Mhm.
With Apsis Alley had healthy connections, but said healthy connections had a lot of issues with one another going on. Mercy
Mhm.
was, in a sense, above a lot of the conflict going on. Mercy was nothing more than an outside commentator on a lot of the things happening. Uh,
Yeah, which I think Apsis Sally
hmm.
kinda noticed, just in the more innocent manner.
Yeah, Mercy floated above a lot of the conflicts, and that's primarily because Mercy did not get her hands dirty in it. Mercy, again, did nothing but give advice or talk, and so there was no reason to pull Mercy into the situation directly because, well, she
Yeah.
wasn't doing anything. And Nex
Uh-huh.
knew what she was and kind of what she was doing, but he didn't say anything. I believe probably because she wasn't doing anything. She wasn't hurting anyone. She wasn't causing any issues other than just being someone to talk to.
Yeah. I think Apsis Alley also liked the holds her gently, even though she very much tried to be as, air quotes, with this human
Hmm.
as possible. Apsis Alley was still a fae.
Yeah.
This is a fae creature, and it showed in tiny ways
Hmm.
with that. So while Apsisali and Mercy were very different creatures, I feel like there was that small way Apsisali felt connected, even if they did not know.
Yeah. In a sense, Mercy and Allie were kind of similar in the way that their nature requires certain things. Um, Mercy did encourage Allie to lean more into their fae tendencies, but not in like a harmful way. More in a
Mhm.
way of this is stuff that you're okay to embrace if you want. Mercy.
Yes, which is what they needed to hear because Rex was heavily shutting that down. They were
Mhm.
making it seem like this was something horrible for Apsisali to get into.
Yeah. So instead of shoving Allie's fate traits forward or shoving their quote unquote human traits forward, Mercy would just suggest that they do fade tendencies if they wanted to, or to protect themselves. That this was an option that they were allowed to access because it's them. You are allowed to be yourself. And ultimately, that is Mercy's job to guide people to make decisions to shape themselves into the people that they are.
Yeah. And I really like that because Apsisali had the urges to make deals, to have people make promises or favors or take names. That is an instinctual thing.
Mm,
But there's also the less harmful of they had a need for mischief. It is an itch in the back of their head. And
mm,
it's not like it even has to be something harmful of oh, you get hurt. It's oh, you walked off that edge. Awkward kind of
awkward.
thing.
Glitter
Or like
bomb.
the going invisible and gently pushing a parrot across the table.
Mm,
It was they just need some type of way to help get that out. It's mischief to Fae is like curiosity to human.
mm,
Humans are naturally curious creatures. That's something that is in a human nature.
mm,
And so an ally, no matter what, is going to be a mischief creature.
mm,
And I just loved having Apsisali once they had their pieces together in a manner,
mm.
realizing that and trying to experience that and having Mercy just support that. Because that's
Yeah.
what they needed. Hence the reason having that was the joke of, okay, mom.
Yeah.
Which I loved them being able to joke around too.
Yeah.
Because I noticed Mercy did not really have too many inside jokes
Mm,
of that kind of manner.
yeah.
And it was fun having that.
Yeah. Mercy typically bounces off the people depending on what they give her. So
Hmm.
Abscess Alley doing some jokes led to Mercy also joining in on it because that's what she was being given.
Yeah.
Mercy can't feel positive emotions herself. So a lot of times they don't initiate those kinds of connections because they don't really know how to. So when
Yeah.
other people initiate those connections, having inside jokes or being playful, Mercy will mimic that in order to simulate a connection.
Hmm. The thing is with Abscess Alley, even if Mercy didn't fully try to simulate connections, things probably would have moved smoothly just because of what Abscess Alley is, which is a fae.
Yeah.
Having some type of lack of positive emotion would not have affected Abscess Alley. It would have been oh, okay,
Hmm.
this feels comfortable.
Yeah. Absolutely. I did very much enjoy the accidental way that Abscess Ali set up essentially a springboard for Mercy with that whole situation with Rex's gem, and the contract
Mhm.
that both Abscess Ali and Rex signed. It
Mhm.
was really fun for me to have Mercy slide in on. Because absolutely, Abscess Ali could have made the deal by themselves with it.
Oh, yeah.
But Mercy, as a creature who also thrives on making deals and collecting stuff of that nature, slid in with the I'm a lawyer. I can make a contract. Because those
Mhm.
are binding as deals for Mercy as sort of a subsection of Demon.
Yeah.
So getting them both to sign that contract, which inherently was a very unfair. It was
Oh, yeah.
very much in Abs's Ali's favor. Getting
Oh,
them both to
100%.
sign that was very good for Mercy in a sense, especially with both of them not paying attention very much to the wording, um,
Mhm.
which essentially left it so that if Rex did anything that could be considered uh, harmful in any manner to Ali, it was basically up to Mercy to do whatever the hell they thought was a fitting punishment for that.
Yes, which God, I wish we had more time on Apsis to play those kind of
It would have
things.
been so interesting to get to play with, because definitely Mercy would have played off of the fact of, you agreed to this. I'm just trying to make sure that you stick to your word. You don't want
Mhm.
You don't want Allie to hate you, do you?
Yeah, yes. Because the thing is that
Apsis
the
too,
thing is
baby.
with oh God. The thing is with Apsis Alley was they were just scared. They Rex fucked them over so many times and did so many harmful things to them that they needed somehow to be safe. And originally, that was the gem. It was the
Mhm.
I have your life in my hands.
Mhm.
But eventually, they were asking for that back, and Apsis Alley was refusing. They're like, no, I need something to promise I'm going to be safe.
Mhm.
And I did love the asking for their name when they,
Mhm.
at first, being like, okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because Apsis Alley did not mean any harm by that either. It was the I need to keep myself safe. You've
Mhm.
hurt me too many times. You fucking killed me just now.
Mhm. Absolutely. And it's that saying of fear is blinding. And in that
Mhm.
moment, it definitely blinded both of them to where Mercy ended up once again being the one to float on top of it. And
Yeah.
get what she wanted out of the
Mm.
situation, even when she wasn't actively trying to.
Which is so fun.
It's so
Just
fun.
God, I wish we got more Mercy and Apsis Alley because just them sitting down and talking was interesting. And it
Mhm.
would have been so fun to see Apsis Alley get more comfortable in their skin and discover their fey tendencies with
Mhm.
Mercy.
Yeah. I think that could have been definitely interesting. And it probably would have also been the same kind of thing with Rex, where eventually Mercy probably would have been like, "Hey, BT dubs, I'm this."
Mhm.
Cuz for Mercy that is also her way of simulating a trust bond, if that makes sense. In a way
Yeah.
of trying to show the other person, "Hey, I definitely trust you, even if it's not
Mhm.
real."
The best part of that is if Mercy told Apsis Alley that, I think they'd just be confused. That
Mhm.
they wouldn't be the, "Oh, you trust me, you're telling me this,"
Yeah.
or the, "Oh, you're that." It would be the,
Mhm.
"Okay, how does this affect anything?"
To be fair, if that was asked, Mercy would have probably slid into talking about how multiple people had already kind of attacked Mercy for knowing what they are. And
Mhm.
so it was their way of kind of trusting Allie enough to know that they won't immediately swap their opinion on Mercy because of what she is.
Mhm. Which would just have Ellie which God, I wish especially with how Ellie was ending, getting more comfortable in their skin before Apsis ended. Just it would 100% just be Apsis Ellie staring and being like, "Okay, I you I kind of get what you're saying. We're in a similar boat in the manner of I'm a fae, I guess, but
Hmm. Yeah.
just would would be confused. It
Hmm.
would. It's the I had I'm a fae because knowing that means knowing my obvious weakness.
Hmm. Yeah. For Mercy, it's less about the weaknesses and more about how people will base their opinions off of the first things they know about you. And that
Mhm.
commonly being what you are.
Yeah.
Uh, Mercy always hides what she is at first in order to first establish a connection before saying anything. Because when
Mhm.
you have a connection with someone, it's a lot harder to hate them.
Yeah.
And Mercy did play off of the fact that some people would immediately act hostile towards them because of what she was. Mercy commonly, when Rex would come ask them about the situation, she would very commonly act very upset and distraught about the situation, about people assuming that just because she's from somewhere or they assume that she is this thing, that they're attacking her. And that commonly got her on higher standing ground.
Yes, which was so fun. Something I really wish we could have played with was Apsali processing that, well, they learned them early on because of who raised them. Their emotions aren't natural in the manner of they were not born with them. And just to real and over time, the accidental of I am not feeling anything. Especially just having that dynamic with Mercy of just like one evening being like, I haven't been feeling things in a while.
Mm. Yeah,
Because
that
that
would have
would
been
be
such an
such an
interesting
interesting
conversation. Yeah.
right? Because Absisali would slowly process they aren't feeling those emotions, but would still try to continue how they've been treating people
Mhm.
because they don't understand. So it would be the sometimes a slightly delayed reaction, but like would still keep the happy, oh my gosh, we're friends, or Rex, don't do that.
Mhm.
I but imagine just like a week, maybe two, even three going by of that. And then just sitting down with Mercy, especially if Mercy told Abscess Alley what they were
Mhm.
during before that. Just
Yeah.
sitting down and being like, how do you go about lacking certain emotions with other people?
Which would have also been a very interesting conversation because Mercy does the same thing with everyone in the sense of
Mhm.
she acts depending on what she's given, what
Yeah.
people need around her. So she would
Mhm.
probably find a way to explain that in a less, I guess, bad way, quote unquote. Not bad, but in this
Mhm.
trying to make it sure it doesn't sound like she's manipulating people, which is what exactly she's doing.
Also, in that moment, it's absolutely wouldn't be able to feel upset about that or
Mhm.
be like, oh, that's wrong because they can't. But
Yeah.
she wouldn't need to,
Mhm.
is the thing. She that Mercy wouldn't need to
Yeah.
make it sound less bad.
It would very heavily be I act as I feel, and when I don't feel anything, I still act that way. However, when people need me to be something, then that is what I will be.
I just like the slow nod of, okay, I think that makes sense, but can you teach that to me? Uh,
Absolutely.
just the I want to function still, but
Mhm.
I am not functioning as I used to.
Mhm.
And you function very well around other people.
Mhm. Yeah. Mercy, despite what they are and what they do, is very much a people person, which is really fun to mess with.
God, Mercy mentor arc with Apsis Alley would have been so
It
fucking
really would have
cool.
been so cool.
And the thing is, we were slowly leading up to that without kind of realizing it either.
hmm It would have been so interesting to get to play out is Mercy mentoring Abscess Alley, especially with certain aspects, because definitely Mercy was encouraging more mischievous or negative aspects as well. Obviously, not forcing them, but she probably would have woven those into teaching Abscess Alley
Es-
certain things as well.
Especially a little Apsis Alley that cannot feel them, it can has no connection to their morals anymore or
hmm
their emotions.
Yeah. Mercy has no
Especially
real moral standing and no real emotional connection. So they would
because
probably
Mercy could
teach.
feel negative emotions, right?
Yes. Negative feelings
Mm.
are things that Mercy can feel, and they're ones that she very much thrives on. As well as sometimes, depending on what she eats, it also influences how she acts, if there's too much of it.
which would be interesting if they thought of these allies learn emotions from learn these emotions. It's a learned trait. So with Mercy teaching them about how they act, would probably start picking up on those negative emotions only as well, since they're learning that. They are
Mhm.
using Mercy as a guiding block.
Yeah. The negative feelings are the only thing Mercy can feel naturally. Anything positive is stuff that they have to mimic, because positivity in itself is a it's harmful to Mercy. Too much of it
Mhm.
is painful to be around, and it makes them weak. And so they typically do not hang around areas that are too positive, and try not to
Yeah.
mimic too positive of things.
Mhm. Which makes sense. But I, God, I kind of love that idea of absolutely learning those negative emotions and being able to feel them again. But they wouldn't be able to learn positive emotions
Mhm.
because Mercy doesn't feel them. They'd be
Mhm.
able to mimic them just fine after learning that from Mercy, but those wouldn't be something Absol would be able to access until they learn again.
Mhm. They would not be genuine.
hmm It would be that mimic.
Mhm.
Which, God, the thought of Mercy processing Absol is a lot more like them at that point, too.
Mercy would be pretty pleased with that.
hmm
Mercy is all about spreading negativity and encouraging people to learn to be themselves. If
hmm
these are aspects that Abscess Alley wants to keep or is comfortable acting as, then that's fantastic. Mercy is doing her job and she's happy with that, or as close to
hmm
happy as she can be. If
Yeah.
Abscess Alley decides later on that those are traits they don't like about themselves anymore and want to change, then that is still pretty good for Mercy. She's still doing her job. This is still something
hmm
that she is teaching Abscess Alley to like or dislike.
hmm
These are
And the thing
aspects of
is,
themselves.
yes. And the thing is, well, Abscess would not feed on negative emotions. That is not a trait they
Hmm.
would have. They are a creature of mischief. They want to cause mischief. So they would use that mischief to brew negative emotions,
Hmm.
which would make them a very interesting duo with that.
Absolutely.
Just because Aunt Sally was probably like 18,
Hmm.
19 maybe. They are my probably, besides like Clarabelle, currently youngest Ally.
Hmm.
So they were young. They definitely had a lot of things to learn. They weren't strong with their magic. They weren't very aware of how to use their abilities or anything like that. They weren't aware of their Fey tendencies because they didn't grow up in the Fey Wilds either or have
Hmm.
interactions with Fey.
Hmm.
So it's very interesting, the thought of that with Mercy and Apsisali.
Hmm. Yeah, it could have been so interesting to do.
It
Abscess as a
could have
pair.
been.
Why did you not last
Apsis,
longer?
come on. Because, God, I'm just imagining this Allie still trying to keep up uh, their little. This is I'm happy. I'm your friend. Let's go on these fun adventures. Let's go. Here's these thoughtful gifts I give you. Here's the flowers that signify you. I don't. But the best part is, Sally cannot lie, so they wouldn't be able to say I'm happy.
Yeah.
They could probably say I receive enjoyment from this, and
Hmm.
the manner of this is pleasing.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's interesting.
It's very, very interesting.
hmm
I
God,
love
having a
messing with these things.
same, and we can't do them, but we can definitely brain rot about the
We can
ideas.
definitely brain rot about the ideas, yeah.
hmm Just the Mercy having a creature similar to them in that manner now
Hmm.
around them is so interesting.
Hmm.
Especially since it wouldn't be taking from Mercy's food source either.
Yeah. They wouldn't have to worry about competition with food because Allie isn't a creature that feeds off of it. They enjoy mischief and stuff, and it's a part of them, but it's not something they actively feed off of like Mercy does to survive.
Yes. It's a need to brew it.
Hmm. And Mercy feeds off of the outcome. So Mercy would not mind at all with Abs's Ellie taking on more traits from them and doing that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Because ultimately, they're both benefiting from it in the way of Abs's Ellie gets to stir that pot and Mercy gets to eat from it.
Mhm. Afzali is the chef and Mercy is the consumer,
Exactly.
which would have been such a fun dynamic.
It really would have been. Mercy had some very interesting dynamics that I very much enjoyed.
Mhm.
Good.
Not
Characters, my
right.
beloved. Characters, my beloved.
Shakes. I love having these little fake creatures that I've just built a story for. I do sit here with the I love the not lying trait because it's so fun and it helps me think about how to speak as these characters. But God, I hate not being able to be sarcastic.
You have to sacrifice the sarcastic humor forever, ever
Mhm.
and ever.
That's why sits here. That's why I like construct because
Mhm.
construct in their body can lie.
We'll play D&D soon, Fern. Don't worry.
Ooh, wait,
I
invite me to that
love D&D.
D&D. Hey, wiggles my shoulders at you. Hey.
uh, me, Fern, and a good group of people have some campaigns we gotta finish. But
Mhm.
I know also we're gonna be doing some silly things. So maybe in the future we
Lip
can do some silly things.
bites.
Yeah.
Lip bite at you.
But I love messing with these silly billies and their little silly ideas and their silly little perceptions. Perspective is
Mhm.
my favorite thing. I love
Right?
bouncing off of how other people perceive my characters or perceive how they act. Oh, there goes your mic.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go. You just went really far in the distance suddenly.
Oh, okay. I got so scared for a second.
No, you didn't robot. You just seemed to just float away into the distance for a hot second.
Okay, we're fine.
God.
But yes, there's so many just fascinating things
Absolutely.
with these different characters. Like I really enjoy Lychee and Sylvan as well.
Yeah. They're very fun to mess with.
Mm. I enjoy the family dynamic they have.
100%. They have a very nice family dynamic.
Mhm. It was not at all planned with these two
No,
either.
it wasn't. It just happened and it was great. It also it's very interesting that they do have one since they have similarities, but they do also have a lot of very big differences.
They are very different people and creatures
Mhm. And both work in very
because
different ways.
both think very different. They complement each other so well,
Mhm.
which again I was not expecting.
Yeah, neither was I. One day we were just like, "Can Allie join the lemonade stand thing?" He's like, "Yeah," and then bam.
Yeah, and then there was a joke of how did these two meet? They had
Camping
an
trip.
off-camera little camping trip. They did their claws and had like slept in sleeping bags.
Mm.
And then it was like, okay, let's see how they interact on screen. Holy shit.
Oh, they are so silly.
Why do they click?
Mm.
Literally, I think their first stream was Lemonade lore.
Mm.
And it was them easily interacting with the dystopians and tricking them.
Yeah.
And then the second they get back, almost dropping those masks.
Immediately dropping it and talking shit. It was great.
Right? God, I fucking loved that.
Absolutely. They both bounce very well when it comes to mischief and like trickery and stuff. It's fantastic.
hmm Because uh, we're because they both have their parts where they hit lows that the other one easily picks them right back up to hit.
Mm,
Mm.
absolutely.
I also do like that. I'm not sure if Lychee's mentally like checked that as something they've noted, but it's something they've accidentally noted of Sylvan is younger than Danu in the manner of with emotions. As I said, these emotions are a learned thing. Danu can feel multiple strong emotions at once.
Mhm.
Sylph cannot. They can only feel one intense emotion at a time. And it's something I've noticed Lychee slightly pick up on. I don't know if it's something they've mentally accounted for, but they slightly picked up on and have adjusted to easily.
What's very funny is that was not intentional.
I didn't think it was.
Mhm.
Because like Sylph will hit these intense when they feel anger, it is intense. When they feel sadness, it is intense. The only time that emotion drops is when it immediately switches to something else.
Mhm.
And it is a quick switch. And Lychee just works with that so well. And I
Mhm.
love that.
Yeah. Yeah, Lychee has picked up that sometimes, at least to how Lychee perceives it, is that because Lychee doesn't know much about Fae. In their world, Fae aren't really quote unquote real, or at least in their world, they work very differently.
Yeah.
Because of the aspects of their world. For
Mhm.
Lychee, how they perceive it is that Attorney Ellie like obsesses on one feeling essentially, and a lot of times gets blindsided by any other aspect unless it's related to that. Like especially with
Yeah.
Dawn. Lychee has definitely noticed that Allie will only fixate on certain aspects of a situation when she's feeling a certain way. And so Lychee tries to combat that a lot by bringing up the other aspects of things.
hmm And the thing fun with that is like, I really liked having this, especially more recently before Dawn and Sylph became official, was the Sylph going from that intense, highly in love, lovey dovey to intense anger, and how
Mhm.
that was a such quick switch,
Mhm.
and how it also very much quickly switched back with Dawn.
Mhm.
Or something I do like that Lychee actually slightly installed with Sylph is when Sylph is feeling that intense anger to the point of getting violent, walking away.
Mhm.
Because Sylph typically has two reactions, and it's either fear or anger.
Mhm.
Uh, and they will mask their fear as anger to seem aggressive. It is the I want to be angry, but I am scared now. If I pretend I'm angry and aggressive with you, you will get angry at me,
Mhm.
and I can stop being scared.
Mhm.
Because Sylph is a queen. Sylph has been a queen since they were a kid, and a queen in the Feywild nonetheless. That is a dangerous fucking place to be vulnerable and open.
Mhm.
So it was the I can't be scared. I cannot show fear here. I have to have them get aggressive towards me so I can be in the right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which so I love the times, especially with like interacting with Deadless, their anger at first is fear, and they're feeling that intensely until they get a reaction where they can react in anger.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Lychee's slowly just implementing these healthy habits.
Mhm. Absolutely. Lychee is very tactical, even with their emotional responses a lot of the time. Uh, they don't like to react or do things unless they have a solid standing point, like with the situation currently with Dawn. Lychee wants to tell Allie, but doesn't want to do so without a solid ground to stand on that things will most likely be okay, and
Yeah.
or will not be okay. Like she wants to be able to
Mhm.
reassure or tell Allie things in full without there being a sense of unsureness. Lychee hates uncertainty. It's why they struggle a lot with sharing how they feel properly without having stuff to back up how they feel. They do not talk about things unless they know the full scale of it, or at least a majority of it, because like she not sort of fears, but also finds frustration in not having the full picture.
Yeah. And something I do like that I've noticed slightly here and there is Sylph seems to pick up pretty quickly what emotion Lychee is feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I uh, I also do love the when emotion takes over Lychee, especially with the my herd is in danger.
Yep.
Because Lychee was not thinking in the moment of storming Don's restaurant to beat the shit out.
Oh no, absolutely not. Moments of anger for Lychee are mostly the only things that aren't thought through. Anger for Lychee is one they never actually really had to deal with very often, because typically their species doesn't have a herd or things like that. It's typically found family. Uh, there's like a chance that their species will bond with others in that sense, but a lot of times they don't bother doing so. So having
Yeah.
a herd and having something to need to protect is something that's relatively new to Lychee. And so feeling anger or protection over them is something that hits very strongly. Which is why a
Mhm.
lot of the times Lychee was a lot more willing and able to quote unquote act out of line against Dawn and stuff, because this is a first for Lychee, really, to have more than one person to take care of, especially in this sense. Because the only other person they had was their found family sibling beforehand, which who was older than them and taking care of them mostly. This is the first time Lychee is the one taking care of others in this sense.
Yeah. And the thing is, Lychee and Syl very much give very close age sibling vibes.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
And it's because there is no definitive older sibling vibe between those two.
Oh yeah.
There are moments Lychee's protective of Sylve and vice versa. Sylve shows that protectiveness and care more at home. But there is still the if you get hurt in public, I am going to protect you with
Oh
my
yeah.
life.
Physical body wise, Lychee is definitely very old, but to their kind, they're very young. If you
Yeah.
were to surround them in a bunch of people that were their same species, Lychee would probably be the youngest. Uh,
Mhm.
they're very young for their species, despite being very old. So they definitely do have like similar age vibes, and then both of them have their moments where they feel like the younger or older sibling, but it tends to switch very much in between the two, depending on what's happening.
Yeah. Like I like when at home, Sylve is very much the one of I'm gonna make you food. Here's nutrition for you to take care of yourself,
Hmm.
which I find very sweet.
Yeah. Lychee go
Mhm. Lychee in mouth.
om.
Taz
Lychee
half
has
of Sylve's hand in
eaten.
mouth.
Yeah, Lychee has definitely eaten so many plates and cups and stuff.
Sylve just mentally prepares and knows, okay, we're anytime we eat, this is just part of the meal.
Om. That was a glass of orange juice, Lychee. Crunchy.
gives
Crunch.
Lychee and gives Lychee like a golden bar. Chew on this.
Om.
No, chew, not swallow.
Yeah. Consume.
Lychee, chew your food. I worked hard on this. Enjoy the taste first.
Yeah, and then a lot of times Lychee is a lot more openly protective with people and such for like Daedalus and Allie.
Mhm.
Even if it blows their cover, they are a lot more willing to actively like step against people, like like poor Don, who continuously gets bit every time he says something out of line.
Dawn tries to flirt Lychee. Chomp.
Chomp.
God, when God, if Don gets out of that cage and is like in a casual, like that little beginning relationship aspect with Sylv, Don trying to flirt with his partner, Lychee staring, baring
Lychee,
teeth,
yeah,
wants to bite.
Lychee will probably be less physically aggressive after all this because of how they perceive Don now. Because
Mhm.
before Don is an uncertain threat to Lychee.
Yeah.
He is on the opposite side of the war. He is bigger. He is openly stated that if he was told to, he would kill Allie because they are on opposite sides at the end of the day. So
Mhm.
Don is a threat. He is to Lychee's little brain a predator. Uh, in the sense of like a prey and predator dynamic kind of thing. And so with him now being in this situation where he is the one essentially getting hunted, Lychee does not perceive him as a threat. He's not
Yeah.
something they see as something that could hurt their herd, and therefore is a lot kinder at the moment because of such. And afterwards, we'll
Mhm.
probably continue to perceive him as something that's being hunted because that is what is happening. And what probably will happen is that Utopia is hunting him essentially.
Yeah. He's dystopian.
Yeah, he is to Lychee prey now instead of something that could absolutely hurt their herd.
Mhm.
Because Daedalus is a lot more skittish, reminds Lychee a lot more of prey. For Allie, it swaps a lot in between in their brain on what
Mhm.
Allie is. It really depends on what they're doing. Uh,
Yeah.
but compared to Dawn, beforehand, Allie was very much a prey type category to Lychee.
Mhm. I'm enjoying Ellie currently with the because one, she did play up the little prey aspect, but also it is they're starting to become more predator like.
Hmm.
They're also really failing at hunting because they haven't needed to. It's really weird
Yeah.
for them.
Lychee is much more feral.
Mhm.
Much more like Lychee carries a lot more animalistic traits and thought processes because that's what they are used to acting as and thinking as and being a
Yeah.
feral creature. Uh, so being in this setting that's a lot more domesticated, it's very difficult with how they think of things.
I am dying at the thought of Lychee watching Sylph try and practice hunting prey and just watching and being like, oh, she just face
Oh,
planted when trying to
honey,
bite that
no,
bunny.
that's not how that works.
No, I know. Okay, but also offers the very cute of Lychee helping Sylph learn how to hunt.
Hmm. Absolutely. Be like, oh, this poor thing does not know how to hunt. They are going to perish when the winter comes. I need to teach this thing
Mhm.
how to hunt.
It's gonna find random holes in the burrow full of just raw meat for the Sylph now.
Essentially, yeah. It's also why Lychee was very much uh right away kicked into like burrow brain when Daedalus was like, we need a tunnel.
Mhm.
Cause that's to Lychee, that's their herd requesting something that makes them feel safer in the burrow. Burrow is safe spot that needs to be safe spot for everyone. So the immediate request of I need a tunnel for this. They are like, aye Capitan, right away, going to make sure this home is safe. This is safe spot.
Mhm. Mhm. God, I'm dying at the thought of Lychee like getting some like prey animals, getting them fairly injured, and then releasing them in the burrow and watching Sylph and like nudge.
Mhm.
Get it. nudge.
Get it.
Practice, nudge.
Get it. It would literally be that of probably of Lychee like injuring a leg or something of a prey animal and letting it run around the house, and then like very gently like headbutting Allie in the way of go hunt, go get food, hunt, learn hunt, go.
That's really fucking cute, actually. I need that. We need to plan a Eternity stream just because of that.
Go learn hunt food.
Because in that moment, that would 100% give the older sibling trying to teach the younger.
Yeah, especially for like before cold seasons, because lychee species does hibernate, so it's the sense of I need to make sure this thing can feed itself.
And it's like prime summertime right now, so it's the perfect time for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of new food. There's it's nice and warm right now. There's plenty of time to stock up on food. Learn
A
hunt
lot of the
now.
younger animals are starting to grow
Mhm.
because we just finished spring.
Yeah, everything is nice and fresh. Go hunt to learn now.
Mm-hmm. Because Sylva's shown good gatherer. They can gather food.
Mm.
They have not shown good hunter yet.
Mm-hmm. Gather is good, but not when there's too much snow.
Mm-hmm. So that, God, that's so cute actually. Wait, oh.
Yeah.
Sylv minding their own business. Sees an injured rabbit running around.
Like she's staring with big ol' intense eyes, just like hunt, learn hunt, go hunt, learn.
Just, I feel like Fledger's at first just intensely silent, staring at the. She's gonna get it right. She's gonna hunt,
She's gonna
right?
get it.
Right?
She's gonna get it.
Why
Hunt,
isn't she
learn,
moving?
learn.
Just wait. Why isn't she?
Why
Why isn't she
isn't
moving?
why isn't hunting?
Why no hunt?
Why no hunt? Why need more help learn? Need
Need more help?
nudge
Does
towards
not know
learning?
his food.
Does do they not know this is food? Oh. And just like
Oh,
aggressive like headbutting like go hunt
I
go
love the idea.
learn.
Lychee picking animal up with mouth. Like it doesn't properly bite, but does like almost chewing motion. Puts it down, looks it out.
Big feral brain right there. Just like why no understand? Why no get
I
it?
don't understand. How
Why
tiny? How tiny are you?
why are they not getting it? Have
Mhm.
have they not learned? Have they no hunt before? Need to start with basics maybe?
Basics. We can do basics.
You
Yes.
can do basics.
I love that idea. Stares at food. Stares at Sylph. Stares back at food. Nom nom.
Nom nom.
Sylph would be so confused why Lychee's doing that.
I mean, too, it does make very much sense for Lychee to not explain anything, especially if they're more to a feral mindset, because their species does not typically communicate through words a lot. It's all motions and gestures and noises. So, so it would probably just be Lychee making a bunch of clicking noises and like making a bunch of gestures towards the food on like what to do, and then just staring at Ali expectantly.
Uh-huh. Because the thing is, with Sylph specifically, they have not given in to their more animalistic tendencies.
Mm.
They have definitely given in to their fey tendencies, plenty,
Mm.
but not the more animalistic side of them,
Mm.
which I love, but also means what? Hiccup. One, they'd one they'd be very confused. But there's also that itch at the back of the brain of need this.
Like you just sitting there staring with big old eyes, just like waiting so patiently.
Like after a few minutes, Sylph moves, nom.
Just a big old ears perk up and like a heavy little chitter noise.
Picks up animal with hands.
Immediately squinting.
Puts animal back down. Picks
Immediately
animal up with
staring.
mouth.
Another heavy chittering noise.
Dot dot dot. Chew.
Proudest look Lychee will ever give, ever.
Eats food after a second. Are you teaching me how to hunt?
Would receive the happiest of clicking noises as they go to find more animals to bring back for Ellie to learn how to hunt.
I feel like at first would be a little offended, but then would be like, yeah, no, I need to learn this. Okay.
Yeah, no, I need this.
I need this.
How dare
Look
you?
around.
Never mind. Continue. Continue on. As you were, Lychee, as you were.
No, Lychee carefully bringing in a deer, being like, eat? Yes? No?
Eat
Wrong?
food? Hunt? Hunt?
Sees deer
Edible?
trait, sees other deer trait. Cannibalism?
Cannibalism? Eat?
Eat?
But even
This is
even
really-
predator creatures are food to Lychee.
Yeah. But I feel like while Lychee realizes herd, even in Feral Mind probably realizes different type animal.
Different. Does eat? Eat yes? We'll see.
Oh, I need more Feral Lychee with
Feral
Sylve.
Lychee is
And
very
just
fun to mess with.
I do love Feral Lychee and like Worker Bee Deadless, and then it's just Sylve staring at me like, well, fuck.
Well, shit, what am I supposed
I
to
have
do
to deal
now?
with both of these two.
What am I to do here?
Am I the only normal person here? Joke's on you. You just aren't used to your instincts, girly pop.
You're just not used to it yet. Little do they know.
Hmm. Because like the little tongue click noise I make, if you make that at any of my alleys, the if you make that at any of the alleys, they will come over.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the younger alleys, so I'd say probably like around Apsis Alley or younger, if you do a noise at them, they will flop down. They will
Oh.
process I am in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a quick blowing noise or a quick huff to a deer is a older deer signifying we are in danger.
Mm-hmm.
So they will, and if they're a younger deer, they will flop because like little fawns in the wild, if they hear, especially like their mom do that noise, they cannot keep up with the running, so they hide into tall grass
Mm-hmm.
or in the roots of a tree.
Yeah.
If you do that to an older alley, depending on how much of their predator they're used to, they'll either run or they'll get aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really funny. Having like an alley tense up a bit when someone huffs and realizes, oh wait, no, that's just irritation. Okay. Oh, they're just irritated at something. We're not in danger. Huh?
No danger.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
God, I need to figure out how to set up my soundboard because I have a soundboard attached to my mic with 3 sets. And I want to have like a deer growl, a deer bark, and a deer purr. I want to have those on my board so I can just do those.
The day Nemu actually gets upset about something and makes a little huffy noise around Danu is gonna be the day someone dies.
Oh, Nemu picks up, put on head. Danu with their weapon out, ready to kill.
Yeah, because when Nemu does get upset, they make little huffy upset noises. And so if they're upset with someone or someone's saying, they got all droopy eared and like huffy. So
That's gonna have Danu with their weapon out, doing slow circles around Nemu and attacking anything that gets near. And then probably picking up Nemu, taking to home, or if Danu ever makes one, which I hope one day she does, a burrow.
Yeah. Nemu's a big pouter when they are upset. It's very rare and it lasts only like a couple of seconds depending on what's happening. But they are
Mhm.
very huffy and vocal about being upset.
I feel like Danu experienced that a couple times. Like when they first adopted Nemu, told him, "No, you can't have a cookie right now. We're about to have dinner."
just the immediate like upset huffy noise. Like drooping ears and like flopping down on the ground, like upset.
Danu with like probably a spear at the time, right through the animal nearby.
Nemu
It
just being
was the
like
closest.
completely flopped on the ground. Like just
Mhm. Nemu is so used to getting their little forehead covered in little kisses from Danu.
mm,
Danu loves their little guy.
yeah. Nemu
I
would
do
be
love
there.
how that just became an
Yeah.
adopted thing.
Just like this is mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one started off as okay, they can have like a cute aunt nephew vibe. I'm like, no, that's just an adopted
Adoption.
parent at that point.
Yeah.
They're a guardian. They're not an aunt.
When Nemu's upset, they'll either like plop down in a sitting position or will completely ragdoll, like flop down on the ground on their stomach and just like huff upset, like all droopy eared and stuff. It's just like a complete ragdoll, like
I feel like they knew if they were alone would get aggressive at anything nearby, and then just circle around Nemu and just curl up like, okay, cuddles,
immediate
cuddles.
joy.
Mhm.
God forbid the day someone is speaking to Nemu and then they get upset with what that person is saying and they just flop on the ground and go.
That person better run.
big,
That
big
person
sad
better
Nemu.
right. That person better pray to any god they have.
Oh goodness. They're so silly, Billy. Oh my god, we've been yapping for almost 3 hours. Like,
We've been playing video game. Don't
we
forget.
played video game for like an hour. It's almost been another 3 hours.
And
We are yapping.
listen, we haven't had a stream where we were just yapping.
This is true. God. Big yapper energy.
Biggest yapper.
Biggest yapper energy.
I do love Danu and Nemu's dynamic.
Mm,
It's so sweet.
it is. They're so silly.
I also, you do not know the happy chemicals I get when I click and Nemu runs over.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Nemu just scampers right on over. Ears like
because
perked forward.
Nemu definitely was raised with the click means come here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Is
I do love the at some point Danu's like, oh yeah, Nemu's like my child, and someone stares at the Tanuki, stares at the deer, question mark.
question mark?
How does that work?
Mm. Just
It's
wait
just like,
till people also hear Nemu call Daedalus Zio, and so there's a blaze, a deer, and a Tanuki.
it's like that doesn't that doesn't
hmm.
huh.
I don't think the math is mathing correctly.
A porcelain creature, a human deer creature, Tanuki.
Tanuki. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Beginning to
That's
think there might be some dots not connected there.
I
There
love the
appears
thought
to
of
be
the
some
curator.
pieces missing.
I love the thought of the curator plopping that little Tanuki down, and like 5 minutes later, Danu picks that Tanuki up.
It was like, oh, that was fast.
Oh.
I told mascot it always works.
Yeah, I love the fact that mascot and curator were like chilling in a room when that happened.
Mascot's
Like,
like, you can't. Oh, losing Allie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Robot Alley.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, no. Algie. Algie. Algie, wake up. I don't like this. Me when Algie Mel perishes. Man. Hang on. Let me put on some music while we wait for Algie Mel return. What should I put on? Hang on. Let's see. Tennis time. Oh, Aggie Mel. Alright, we'll wait for Aggie Mel return. For now, we jam like we've never jammed before to tennis time. Just some silly tunes. Let's see here. Alright, let's see. What can I do in the background while we're yapping? I could play Slime Rancher in the background. Here, I'll set up Slime Rancher to yap to. Oh, there goes Algie. Here, we'll play some Slime Rancher. Oh, loud as hell music. I'm gonna turn that down so I can have my streaming music playing. Give me a sec to set this up. Slime Rancher, why are you so goddamn loud? Alright. Let me attach it to my gaming scene. There we go, gang. Slime Rancher. Let me set Allie up on here. For when they get back. When Algie Mel returns for more. Alright. Pronto Mart. Don't mind me, I'm being silly. While we wait for Algie to return for more. Okay, you're hungry. I know. My sillies are hungry. I don't think I have an auto feeder in there right now. Then you eat veggies. You eat stone. Majority of these I'll snag to feed. When will Agumel return for more, gang? I miss Agumel. How did that rabbit get out of there? You are not supposed to be out there. You silly goose. Come here. Just shove a bunch in there. There you go. Oh wait, some of those veggies need to be for the stone ones. Whoopsies. Pop you in there. Hang on. I don't have the radishes right now. You guys eat. I'll have to find the little radishes these guys like. You're hungry. I know. Guys, I miss Ali. Where did Ali go? Ali's Wi-Fi died. Ali has ascended into the aether.
Weep womp.
Oh my gosh, Agumel alive.
Yep. I did end stream though because I'm like, we're just chatting. But you're still streaming and I want to chat more, so hello.
Yes, hello. Which
I saw
is,
the
is
game you
there
started
a
playing. I
way-
saw you.
Is there a way I can change the direction you're facing?
Yes, actually.
Oh, I
You
figured
go
it
on
out.
to react.
I did it my own way. That was just by pressing shift and changing your image on my OBS. There you go. Now we're facing each other.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
But vibrates. Anyways, back to brain rot.
Back to brain rot.
Okay, where did we leave off?
You were saying something about Nemu and Danu, but you started cutting out so bad I did not hear a single word you said.
Oh, fuck. I do not remember.
That's okay. We are slaying.
We are, but they were so, they're so cute.
They are so cute. They're so cutie pie.
I do die at the thought that Nemu was like just placed into that world and Danny just stumbled upon them and went, oh,
Very
picks up.
Creator puts them down. Mascot's like, you can't just do that with children. It's not gonna survive. And then Danu's just like, ooh, picks up, walks away.
Mascot staring at, damn it, how'd be one of mine, didn't it?
Creator looking with the smuggest grin, just like, I told you they'd be fine.
No, don't say another word. Don't do it. Creator.
You. That's not how it works, you said. But look, it worked.
Creator, eat the cookies I brought instead of rubbing this in my face.
Oh goodness.
I made fresh baked cookies. Eat those instead of doing.
Why are they towering? Oh, oh my god! Anyways. Yeah, I love all the silly billies that we all play. They're so interesting. Their dynamics are always really fun. Let's see. Oh. Did Algie perish again? Oh. Gang. Tonight is not Algie Mel's night. Tonight, Algie Mel suffers with Wi-Fi connection terribly. Outside we go. Tonight is the night Algie Mel internet hates existence, I think. Let's see. How do I unlock that area? I'm not at my area right now, game. I'm trying to figure out how to get over here. Hello? Hello? Algie Mel, come back from war, Algie Mel. Guys, I miss Allie. Do you think Allie Mel will be back from war? Pens. Here. Those. Oh. Oh. Don't need this plort. How do I unlock this area in my maps? Research drone. Let's see. Rock area. Just trying to find bees. Rock. Radiant ore. Oh! Hello! Look at how angry he is. Womp. He's so angry. Hello, silly. Oh, look at how large he is. Hello. Hello, silly Billy. You are so squishy. Look at how soft and lovable you are. Hello. Oh, you're not as soft and lovable. You're a little angry boy, aren't you? You're a little angry. Little angry guy. Oh, not anymore though. Now you're all squishy. I'll take one of these so I can make a massive cat one. Hello, sillies. Hello. What are you? There's Angie boys over there. So we're not gonna go over there. What's over here? Oh, hello! Hi, baby. Look at how pretty you are. I love the hunter slimes. They're my favorite of all time, ever. They're literally just baby. There's simply no other way for me to describe it. Okay, we'll head back so that I can make a big cat wild one. Use sillies. Mwah. Gang, I miss Allie. Where did Allie go? Oh, I walked back into the teleport. Whoopsies. Alright, off we go. I'll keep going to feed the big silly wild one. Just cause they're very, I don't know why, I love the hunter slimes. They're very cutie pie. Very cutie pie core. I don't know why that's my favorite word ever to say, ever in the history of things to say. How much is this area over here? How much money are you? I'm so close to being able to purchase that. Let me go downstairs. Utilities. Med station. Portable water taps. Flags. Upgrades. Personal space. Resource harvester. Heart module. Power cord. Dash boots. Jetpack. I need more radiant ore, which is fine. Are you in there? There we go. When will Allie be back for more? Oh, chicken. rooster. What the heck? Get your asses back in there. Pebbles. Here you go. No more jumpies. Carrots. I know you're angry. I think Allie completely died. Okay, and then I can go buy this space over here. And then I can slowly start moving all the slimes over here and just make all of these farms over here. Okay. Team. Okay. Then I'm gonna go over. Fine. Oh, Fire Center Darkness. Alright. We'll do that. Around. My walls. Music box. There, a little hungry thing. There you go. Big man! Look at that big chunker there. Look at him. I love him so much. Pronto Mart. Boo boo. No, I don't want to buy everything. Research needs more. Don't need any of that. I'm good. Okay. I think Allie is dead. So I think I'm gonna end my stream here for now and pop out a call just for a little bit to recharge. But I will oh, this is actually a perfect sign to end. I will hopefully, maybe, possibly, maybe stream tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. Yes. Maybe. Yes. Maybe. Really, it really absolutely depends. I'm gonna be trying to stream this weekend. I don't work Sunday, but I do have Windcraft as well on Sunday, so I'll probably do 2 streams on Sunday. If not, possibly a late night stream Saturday. But until then, I will see you guys. Bye-bye!